A lot of limited-time deals just appeared at Costco this week, covering all sorts of household essentials, and more than half of them are already over half empty on the shelves after just a few days. I will show you which items you need to buy today before they run out. You rock if you subscribe and like this video. 1. Cascade Platinum Plus Action Packs. There is a habit many families still keep even though it's no longer necessary: pre-rinsing dishes before putting them in the dishwasher. The Cascade Platinum Plus 81 count, original price $22.99, is currently $5 off at $17.99. And the fast-dissolving soft tab formula truly eliminates the need for that step. Natural enzymes break down stuck-on food, plus the grease-fighting power of Dawn prevents hard water deposits and adds shine to glassware. This is the most expensive line among dishwasher tabs but remains the best seller. Every time there's a price drop, deal hunting groups urge each other to stock up. 2. Liquid Tide HE Original. Doing laundry for the whole family for months on end is a silently accumulating expense that few people notice until they look at the nearly empty detergent bottle. Tide HE Original, the 146 wash bottle, originally priced at $23.99, is now discounted by $4.80 to $19.19. Its new super concentrated formula offers 40% more stain-removing power with less water per drop. The deep-cleaning enzymes combined with stain traps prevent stains from clinging back to clothes during the spin cycle, and the convenient pump dispenser prevents spills. One bottle lasts 4 to 6 months, significantly cheaper than buying smaller bottles. 3. Igloo Max Cold Latitude 90 Quart. Preparing ice for a long outdoor vacation is always a difficult puzzle if the cooler doesn't keep cold long enough. The Igloo Max Cold Latitude 90 Quart, originally priced at $89.99, is $20 off at $69.99, holding ice for up to 5 days thanks to thick insulation in both the body and the lid. The flip and toe design features a mechanical assist pull handle and oversized all-terrain wheels for easy pulling on sand or grass, and a quick access hatch allows you to grab drinks without opening the main lid. Holding 137 cans plus ice around the edges, this is the fastest depleting item of this July 4th week. The next item is much more compact, but it's something your nose will thank you for during allergy season. 4. Kleenex Ultra Soft Premium Facial Tissues. Pollen allergy season always means your tissue box runs out faster than usual. And Kleenex Ultra Soft 12-pack, originally $21.99, is now on sale for $4.50 off at $17.49, just when you need it. The 3-ply paper is soft yet durable, tear-resistant even when wet, and completely fragrance-free, making it safe for sensitive noses during this season. The natural pulp fibers are dermatologically tested, making it safe for wiping your face or hands, even for young children. Buying a whole pack of 12 is significantly more economical than buying them individually at your local store. 5. Jack Link's Teriyaki Beef Jerky. A summer cross-state road trip always calls for a light, non-stick snack that won't make you sleepy behind the wheel. And Jack Link's Teriyaki Beef Jerky, originally $13.99, is now $3.50 off at $10.49 for a large 12.25-ounce pack. Made from premium lean beef, naturally smoked, each serving has 11 grams of protein with virtually no fat, MSG, or artificial preservatives. This large pack is a special edition priced at half the cost of a smaller pack sold in supermarkets. Perfect for hiking or snacking on while watching Independence Day fireworks. 6. Cuisinart 10-in-1 XL Digital Air Fryer. Not all heavily discounted items are popular, and the Cuisinart 10-in-1 XL 26-liter air fryer is a prime example. Originally priced at $189.99, it's now discounted by $60 to $129.99 due to slow sales over the past few months. With its all-stainless steel casing and spacious interior, it integrates convection baking, fruit drying, and toasting functions, making it a powerful replacement for many built-in ovens. However, the reason for the clearance sale is also understandable. Its rather bulky size takes up a lot of countertop space, while Americans currently prefer more compact models. If your kitchen isn't big enough for that bulky oven, the next item is much more compact and still powerful enough to roast a whole chicken. 7. Gourmet 8-quart Digital Air Fryer. For a family of 4 to 5, finding the right air fryer capacity is always a consideration. And the Gourmet 8-quart, originally priced at $49.99, is currently discounted by $10 to $39.99 for Independence Day. Its Fry-Force 360-degree technology ensures even crisping without oil. 12 preset functions are sufficient for most common dishes, and the clear glass door with halogen interior lighting is a rare feature in this price range. The 8-quart capacity is enough to roast a whole small chicken or make 2 pounds of fries at once. 8. Globe Decorative Flush Mount Ceiling Light. Not every deeply discounted item is worth bringing into your living room, and this globe-style flush mount ceiling light is a clear reminder. Original price $29.99, reduced by $10 to $19.99 because the design is quite niche. The plated metal frame comes with integrated LEDs, saving electricity and eliminating the need for future bulb replacements. But its style is better suited for secondary spaces like the garage, basement hallways, or the laundry room. If you need a cheap, durable light source for those overlooked spots in the house, this is a reasonable choice. Just don't expect it to be a living room centerpiece. 9. DeWalt Repair Shop Fan. Lying under a car for repairs in a hot summer garage without air conditioning is a familiar scene for many mechanics and DIYers. And the DeWalt Shop Fan, original price $44.99, is $10 off at $34.99 to solve exactly that. It runs on both AC power and DeWalt's 20-volt max batteries. So if you already have this battery system for other tools, you don't need to buy anything extra. The rubberized housing is impact-resistant to job site standards, featuring a durable, dust-resistant motor that blows a direct stream of cool air exactly where you are working. The next item also runs on batteries like the fan above, except you will stand on it to move. 10. Adult Electric Scooter. Commuting short distances from the train station to the office is always a challenge for office workers in big cities. And this adult electric scooter, original price $199.99, reduced by $50 to $149.99, sounds quite attractive for that need. It features a lightweight aluminum alloy frame, a lithium battery that travels 15 miles per charge, and 8-inch solid rubber wheels for a smooth ride on sidewalks. But I must speak frankly. The rate of wrist and elbow injuries from falling off electric scooters has increased significantly in recent years. So if your route has many bumps, consider it carefully before buying. 11. Callaway Edge Golf Club Set. A full 10-piece golf club set is usually the investment that makes beginners most hesitant, and this Callaway Edge set is making that problem much easier to solve at $549.99. The set includes a driver, a 3-wood, a 5 hybrid, irons 6 through 9, a pitching wedge, a sand wedge, and even an Odyssey White Hot Pro putter. The putter alone costs about $120 to $150 when bought separately elsewhere. Buying an equivalent set at major sporting goods chains is rarely under $800. This is considered one of the best bargains in the golf section. It sells out as soon as it arrives. 12. Kirkland Signature Golf Gear. Longtime golfers lose more balls than they care to admit. And that's why Kirkland Signature golf balls are always sought after. 24 balls with a 3-layer urethane cover for $34.99. The performance of this line is very close to legendary expensive balls that usually cost up to $55 for a 12-pack. Along with that, a 4-pack of Cabretta leather gloves for $29.99 means only $7.50 per glove, while buying individual real Cabretta leather gloves at a shop usually costs $15 to $20 each. The golfing community talks incessantly about this price point. This is an item I think anyone with a messy garage should know about, and the price is a total steal for near-permanent durability. 13. 77 inches industrial storage rack. A messy garage is often not due to a lack of storage space, but a lack of a shelf system strong enough to consolidate all the heavy items. And this 77-inch industrial steel rack solves that for $179.99. It features ultra-thick box steel frames and reinforced welded wire decks, with a total rack capacity of up to 8,000 pounds. A similar heavy-duty rack at other major home improvement stores usually ranges from $240 to $280 before tax. With near-permanent durability, This is an item worth making room for in your garage for the long term. 14. Henkel's Legacy Tri-Ply Stainless Steel. Cooking on the stove and then sliding the pot straight into the oven sounds simple, but not every cookware set can handle that. And this 12-piece Henkel's Legacy Tri-Ply set can for $209.99. The full-body tri-ply construction, not just at the base, helps heat spread evenly from the bottom to the rims, reducing localized burning, and is induction compatible. To buy an equivalent full-body tri-ply set from other premium brands, you would have to spend at least $400 to $600. It is oven-safe up to 450 degrees Fahrenheit, making it quite versatile for many stews and roasts. 15. Izod Men's Jeans. A pair of branded jeans that can be worn for both work and in the garden for repairs is always a great find. And these Izod straight-fit jeans are selling for $16.99. The fabric is 98% cotton, blended with 2% spandex to create a slight stretch for movement, with a neat straight fit that isn't too tight. The MSRP tag for this same line of jeans at malls usually falls around $45 to $50. They are durable enough to wear for heavy work without fear of damage, making them much more economical than the original retail price elsewhere. There is an item that helps the elderly in the house work at heights much more safely. 16. Costco Modern-Style 3-Step Stool. Climbing to change a light bulb or wipe a ceiling fan is always the chore the elderly in the house dread most. And this 3-step aluminum ladder is designed to be less intimidating, priced at just $29.99. The aluminum frame is lightweight, yet supports up to 300 pounds, with large, non-slip steps and an integrated tool tray right on the top handrail. A similar ladder with a handrail and tool tray at other hardware stores usually cost $45 to $60. This is a small investment for the safety of the whole family. 17. Catalina Crunch Keto-Friendly Cereal, Cinnamon. Low-carb or keto dieting always comes with the struggle of finding a breakfast that is both delicious and doesn't break the diet, and Catalina Crunch Cinnamon Cereal solves that quite neatly. For $11.99 for a large 20-ounce bag, exclusive to Costco. The ingredients are entirely plant-based and sugar-free, with 11 grams of protein and 9 grams of fiber per serving, thanks to monk fruit extract sweetener. For the same brand at a regular supermarket, a much smaller 8-ounce bag already costs $6 to $8. Just note to use exactly one serving at first, as the highly concentrated fiber can easily cause bloating if overeaten. 18. Harry's Flamingo Women's Razor Set. A smooth shave for shorts and bikini season doesn't have to be expensive, and the Harry's Flamingo Razor Set proves it at $19.99 for a handle, 11 replacement blades, and included moisturizing cream. The 5-bladed razor head is coated with natural aloe vera, and the non-slip rubber handle provides a secure grip. Buying them separately, a handle with 2 replacement blades costs around $10, and a box of 4 blades alone is nearly $9. With 11 blades in one set, you'll have plenty to use throughout the summer and fall. There is a detail on the next item that prevents you from worrying about metal fibers getting into your grilled food. Something very few garden tools pay attention to. 19. Barbecue Daddy Grill Brush. A grill covered in burnt-on food after every barbecue is always a dreaded cleanup. And the Barbecue Daddy 4-in-1 brush makes it quicker and easier for $26.99. The stainless steel mesh bristles incorporate temperature-sensitive technology, and it includes a separate scraper for stubborn, burnt-on food. The standard retail price elsewhere is typically around $30, not including tax or shipping. More importantly, the steel bristles don't shed and mix with food like older, cheaper metal brushes, which pose a real risk. 20. Aveeno Sensitive Skin Body Wash. Sensitive skin or eczema always needs a gentle body wash for daily use without fear of irritation. And the Aveeno Sensitive Skin 3-bottle set makes this much more affordable at $14.99. The formula contains soothing oatmeal, is soap-free, dye-free, and suitable for daily use by the whole family. Buying individual bottles of the same size elsewhere would cost $7 to $9 each, easily exceeding $22 for 3 bottles. Here, it works out to only about $5 per bottle, a significant saving for larger families. 21. Duracell Tri-Power 5000 Lumens Lantern. Whether it's a power outage in the middle of a summer storm or camping far from populated areas, a reliable light source is essential, and the Duracell Storm Lamp does a pretty good job at $18.99. It features a 5,000 lumen COB LED bulb, an IPX4 waterproof casing, and even a USB charging port for your phone when needed. Similar lamps with the same brightness and reverse charging capabilities elsewhere typically cost $25 to $35, not including the included batteries. Here, you can buy it and use it right away, with no hidden costs. Next is something that almost every house stocks up on for guests on weekends or holidays. 22. Coca-Cola mini cans. Hosting guests on the weekend always requires a few cases of soda ready in the fridge, but full-size cans are often left half-drunk and wasted more than you think. Coca-Cola 7.5-ounce mini cans, a 30-can set, originally sold for $16.99, but are only $13.49 this week, cutting $3.50 off the set. The small size helps control sugar intake while keeping carbonation good until the last drop. Both children and adults like this size because it's just enough to quench thirst without the waste of a traditional can. 23. Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Dry Touch SPF 70. Preparing for a family beach trip or outdoor parade in July always requires more than one bottle of sunscreen. A Neutrogena SPF 73 bottle set, including 2 convenient spray bottles and 1 cream tube, is now only $14.99, $4 less than the original price of $18.99. Its dry touch technology absorbs quickly, leaves no greasy residue, is water-resistant for up to 80 minutes, and protects against both UVA and UVB rays. Buying this set is about 45% cheaper than buying each bottle individually at the drugstore. 24. Kirkland Signature Create-A-Size. Costco's private label rarely sees deep discounts, so when Kirkland Create-A-Size paper towels, 12 rolls, drop from $22.99 to just $18.49, I think this is an occasion worth noting. The flexible perforation design allows for tearing a half sheet or a full sheet depending on the need, avoiding waste like fixed-size rolls. The 2-ply paper is thick, absorbent, and quite durable even when wiping water. One large roll lasts comfortably 3 to 5 months in the kitchen. Every time there is a discount like this, the paper aisle is usually packed with people. This is the item that causes every household's cart to have at least 1 or 2 bags this week. 25. Lay's Classic Potato Chips. Every outdoor party needs a quick, easy-to-prepare snack to kick things off. A 28-ounce large bag of Lay's potato chips is selling for $4.99, $2 cheaper than the usual $6.99, and this is a Costco exclusive size, significantly larger than the standard supermarket pack. Each slice is thinly sliced, crispy, and has a perfectly balanced salty flavor without being greasy. For less than $5, you get a huge bag that's enough to feed your whole group while they watch the Independence Day fireworks. 26. Kirkland Signature Vitamin C 1000 mg supplements. Boosting your immunity in the sweltering summer heat doesn't have to be expensive. A 500-tablet box of Kirkland Signature 1000 mg vitamin C clearly demonstrates this, currently priced at $13.49, which is $3.50 lower than the list price of $16.99. Each tablet contains a citrus bioflavonoids complex, which helps the body absorb vitamin C better than taking it alone. This large box is enough for a couple to use for almost a year, costing only a few cents per day, even though it meets the U.S. pharmacopoeia standards of much more expensive products. 27. Downy Ultra April Fresh Concentrated Fabric Softener. Having fresh linens and summer clothes that don't pill after many washes is something everyone wants. Downy Ultra April Fresh 170 Load Softener this week is only $13.19, which is $3.30 off the original $16.49. The concentrated formula protects fabric fibers and maintains the shape of clothes, while the smart scent pearls only activate when the fabric moves, so the fragrance lingers for many weeks. This remains the most beloved fabric softener scent in the U.S. across generations. Next is the most heavily cleared out decorative item on the list today. 28. Tommy Bahama Solar LED Garden Lights. Decorating your front yard or lawn for outdoor evening parties doesn't necessarily require complicated wiring. The 6-piece Tommy Bahama Solar LED light set is selling for $29.99, a whopping $10 cheaper than the regular price of $39.99. The weather-resistant stainless steel frame and glass lenses create a shimmering light pattern on the ground. The lights automatically turn on at night and off at dawn, thanks to the integrated solar panel costing nothing in electricity. Limited-time deals always create a sense of needing to buy immediately before missing out, but in reality, Costco has a new round of offers rotating through different product groups almost every week. If an item doesn't fit your family's actual needs in the next few months, it's fine to let it pass. Similar opportunities will come back. While prices for everything have been rising steadily every month, there are several items at Costco this month that are significantly cheaper than they were a few months ago. After tracking down the exact reasons behind each of those prices, I think you should know too. You'd be awesome if you subscribed and liked this video. 1. Padded strap folding adventure chair. Cheap folding chairs often have one thing in common that everyone has experienced: the thin fabric straps digging into your shoulders all the way from the parking lot to the campsite. This $37 chair solves that problem with thick padding on the straps, allowing you to carry it all afternoon without straining your shoulders. The sturdy steel frame doesn't sag deeply, and it folds up in just seconds. The price isn't shocking, but it's a good deal, and it's a good purchase anytime. 2. Portable gazebo/canopy. This awning has a red Manager Special tag, and the warehouse wants to sell it before the summer heat subsides. The 13 by 13 foot area is large enough for the whole family to sit and have dinner outdoors without anyone getting sunburned. The central shaft mechanism works as advertised. One person can easily push it up from the middle. In windy areas, it's essential to secure the support stakes firmly, as the large awning easily catches wind. Original price: $179.99, discounted by $60 to $119.99. Definitely worth considering before the red tag disappears. 3. Blackstone 28-inch griddle prep cart. This shopping cart feels substantial right out of the box, the first sign that it's genuine. The stainless steel countertop wipes clean in seconds, and the locking wheels stay firmly in place no matter how hard you push. This Pro model is almost non-existent at Home Depot or Lowe's, so when it was displayed at Tustin, people flocked to take pictures. The spice tray lid is a bit stiff when first removed, requiring a firm pull with both hands. Originally priced at $249.99, it's now discounted by $80 to $169.99, a price that's hard to pass up. 4. Govee Permanent Outdoor Lights. Govee border lights are permanently attached to the eaves and left there year-round, eliminating the need to climb ladders to remove and reinstall them every holiday season. The app controls smooth color changes, and the light casts a resort-like glow on the wall. Originally priced at $339.99, with a $40 coupon this month, it's now $299.99. A reasonable price for a light that often sells out on Amazon. Note: before attaching, thoroughly clean the wood or metal eaves, as the 3M adhesive only adheres securely to a clean surface. I used to blame the air conditioning every time I saw the electricity bill go up, until I looked closer at the tiny switches scattered throughout the house that no one bothers to look at twice. 5. Snap Power Guide Light Smart Outlet Nightlight. There is a small item in the home electrical section that ends up saving you nearly half compared to buying elsewhere: the Snap Power Outlet Cover/Nightlight Combo. The retail price on Amazon is about $18 to $20 each, while a 3-pack at Costco is only $34.99, which is about $11.60 per unit. The light turns on automatically when it's dark and off when it's light, thanks to a sensor, and it keeps both outlets free for other devices. Installation is easy. All you need is a screwdriver. 6. Costco 5-in-1 Multi-Position Hand Truck. This Costco trolley is considered indispensable by delivery drivers and gardeners in the U.S., as it folds into 5 different positions depending on the task at hand. The new version has a much softer, more comfortable padded handle, eliminating hand strain when pushing heavy loads. I tried loading 4 large Costco water bottles on it, and the trolley still moves smoothly with good steering. With a load capacity of up to 300 pounds and a price of only $149.99 for such a versatile item, it's hard to find a better deal. 7. Kirkland Signature Alkaline Battery Box, AA or AAA. Kirkland batteries are manufactured in the same factory as Duracell, and that's not just a rumor. Many in the retail industry confirmed it long ago. The new packaging is a paper box that's easy to open, no more cutting through the hard plastic blister pack with scissors and scratching your hands. Originally priced at $17.99, with a $3 coupon, it's now $14.99. Half the price of well-known brands, yet with comparable durability. This kind of deal is perfect for stocking up. No need to wait for a bigger discount. 8. Kidda Smart Smoke Alarm. This smoke detector not only protects lives, but also directly impacts your annual home insurance premiums. Its dual sensors detect both smoke and carbon monoxide, connecting directly to Ring to send alerts to your phone even when you're away from home. A single unit of the same model at Home Depot or Lowe's costs between $65 and $70, while a set of 2 here is only $99.99, a clear saving of $30 to $40. The alarm sounds up to 85 decibels, and app syncing takes less than 2 minutes. 9. Cat/Duracell Magnetic Handheld Work Light. This magnetic work light breaks down to just over $7 each, while similar lines from Husky or Cobalt have never sold for under $15. The magnet on the back grips tightly to a car hood. No matter how much it shakes, it won't fall, and the 2,500 lumens of light spread wide enough to see the entire engine bay clearly. It features a 360-degree rotating hook and USB charging for toolboxes. On the brightest setting, the light gets hot quite quickly, and the battery only lasts about 2 hours. One item in particular is causing such a shopping frenzy that it sells out before it even hits the shelves. 10. Gourmet Soft Serve Automatic Ice Cream Maker. This ice cream maker is so out of stock that people on eBay and Amazon are pushing resale prices up to $250 or even $340, while Costco is holding the original price of $199.99. The best part isn't just the delicious ice cream, but that it doesn't require pre-freezing ingredients for 24 hours like traditional machines. The ice cream comes out fluffy and smooth, just like a shop, and includes 3 topping dispensers. The machine is quite noisy during the freezing churning process, and taking the spindle out to wash takes 5 to 7 minutes. 11. NovaForm 14-inch Hybrid Mattress. I tested the 14-inch thick NovaForm display model at the warehouse. The top layer is velvet soft thanks to the cloud top, but when you actually lie down, your back is supported straight, and you don't sink in and feel stuck like many other hybrids. It is best for those used to firm mattresses or those with sciatica. The queen size is $799.99, and the king size is $999.99. This price for a hotel-quality bed-in-a-box is very competitive compared to traditional showrooms. 12. 8-piece colored glassware set. The clearance section sometimes hides real bargains, like this 8-piece glassware set. Each glass is a different pastel color and feels thick and heavy in your hand, not flimsy like generic store brands. The color is infused into the glass itself rather than painted on the outside, so you don't have to worry about peeling or fading over time. Originally $15.99, the clearance shelf cut it by $6 to $9.99 for all 8, which is less than $1.50 each. 13. Tefal XX Large Infrared Air Fryer and Grill. I put a large slab of pork ribs in to test the infrared technology of this XX Large Tefal air fryer, and the results were truly surprising. The meat wasn't dry like older air fryer models. The inside stayed juicy and the meat pulled off the bone easily. The basket is PFOA-free, Teflon-coated, and has 10 presets, so you just select one and walk away. The $99.99 price for this massive capacity is quite pleasant, but your kitchen counter needs enough space because it is not compact. 14. Smart Power Top Grain Leather Sofa. The leather on this power sofa feels cool to the touch immediately, with meticulous diamond stitching and a power reclining system that runs quietly. You can barely hear the motor. At major U.S. furniture showrooms, a top grain leather power sofa of this size usually costs between $4,500 and $6,000. Here, it's only $2,999.99, a large enough difference to seriously consider. Households with dogs or cats with sharp claws should skip this, as real leather scratches very easily. The summer sun this year has left its clearest mark, not on skin, but in a place many people often forget. 15. Dove Intensive Repair Hair Mask. Dove's premium hair therapy line contains a biocellular complex that nourishes hair from within, ideal for those with hair damaged by chemicals or the summer sun. The luxurious signature scent of the premium line lasts for 2 days, and the rich, creamy texture only needs to be applied to the ends of the hair. Rinsing after 5 minutes leaves hair noticeably softer. Originally priced at $20.99, with a $2 discount coupon this month, it's $18.99 for a double pack. Quite economical compared to salon hair treatments. 16. Mila Caramelized Scallion Noodles. Mila is currently a hot topic on American social media thanks to its Chinese-style noodles, and this box of 8 packs works out to just $1.75 per pack, while buying them individually at Wegmans or Target can cost up to $6.99. The flat, chewy noodles are authentically delicious, and the fragrant, slightly charred scallion sauce is served with a rich soy sauce. Add a slice of beef or a runny egg, and you have a complete meal in just 5 minutes. 17. Briogeo Charcoal plus Biotin Dry Shampoo. This powder-based dry shampoo uses benchotan charcoal to absorb excess oil, combined with biotin to nourish hair follicles. What I like most is that it doesn't leave white streaks like typical alcohol sprays. Just pat it onto the roots, massage it a few times, and greasy hair becomes airy and voluminous again as if freshly washed. For dark hair, this is a big plus, because you don't have to worry about white residue looking like dandruff. The price is $30.99 for a bottle that lasts quite a while. 18. Briogeo Scalp Revival Pre-Wash Oil. Briogeo is a high-end clean beauty brand usually only seen at Sephora, so seeing it on Costco shelves was a bit of a surprise. This pre-wash scalp oil is extracted from rosemary and tea tree. Massaging it onto the head provides an immediate cooling sensation. After a 2-week trial, scalp itchiness from summer sweating decreased significantly, and the roots felt naturally more voluminous. Originally $29.99, it's $9 off at $20.99, an exclusive price only available for this run. 19. King's Hawaiian Slider Buns. Hawaiian butter bread smells amazing as soon as you open the bag. But this pre-cut slider version is less sweet than the traditional round rolls, a smart move by the company. When paired with roasted turkey, Swiss cheese, and a bit of mustard, the flavor is so balanced that you can eat 3 or 4 without getting tired of it. This is a summer seasonal item priced at $6, perfect for sliders at a barbecue or a weekend pool party. There is a box that looks as elegant as a gift, sitting modestly in the corner of the refrigerated section. So beautiful, I almost forgot it was edible. 20. Exclusive French macaroons box. This 21-count box of macaroons works out to about 65 cents each, while at a bakery or Whole Foods, a similar-sized macaroon costs $2 to $2.50. The shells are light and crispy on the outside, with a perfectly moist and chewy filling. The Marie Antoinette black tea flavor is particularly impressive because the delicate tea scent is very noticeable. The price is $13.70 for the whole box. A luxury French dessert at a surprisingly low price. 21. Snack Club Hidden Valley Ranch Mix. There are times I open this bag just to taste one piece, and suddenly half the bag has evaporated. This is a collaboration between Snack Club and Hidden Valley Ranch, mixing pretzels and roasted nuts, then coating them evenly in ranch seasoning powder. The garlic and herb flavor is quite thick from the very first bite. If you eat a lot, the saltiness becomes very apparent, so having a glass of ice water or a can of beer nearby makes it more enjoyable. This large Ziploc bag is only $9.89, convenient for hiking or watching movies. 22. Wild Roots Coastal Berry Blend. Not every trail mix bag is willing to include whole-dried blueberries instead of cheap nut fillers, and this is one of the few that does it right. Yogurt chips and dried blueberries appear consistently in every handful. The nuttiness of the almonds and cashews blends with the tartness to create a snack you can eat without getting bored. A similar 26-ounce bag at Target can run up to $14 or $16, while Wild Roots here stays at $10.50. enough of a difference to grab a few extra bags to stock the pantry. 23. Antipasto Variety Deli Tray. Hold a slice of the prosciutto from this tray up to the light. It's so thin it's almost transparent, unlike the thick industrial cuts often found elsewhere. The accompanying salami and coppa maintain a moderate saltiness, and the fat melts right on the tongue rather than being chewy. It's divided into 2 separate trays, so you only open what you use, and the rest doesn't dry out in the fridge. This set is $13.49, much cheaper than gathering each type of meat separately at the deli counter. 24. Holy Avocado Spicy Salsa. I often spread this sauce on my fried eggs every morning. The creamy butter combined with a hint of sourness always makes ordinary eggs much more memorable. The recipe includes tomatillo for a refreshing tang and jalapeno peppers for just the right amount of spiciness, not enough to burn your tongue. Thanks to high-pressure pressing technology, the butter stays vibrant green for longer, unlike homemade guacamole that turns dark overnight. It's only $8.49 for a double pouch, and I usually finish it before I even think about storage. On the grill nearby, something is sizzling, making the whole area smell delicious. 25. Aidells Bacon and Swiss Cheese Chicken Sausage. On the first bite, the Swiss cheese burst right out from the crunchy casing, a much more surprising sensation than regular sausage. Aidells mixes chopped bacon into the chicken. The flavor isn't harsh and salty like industrial products, but is lighter and more balanced. Pan fry for 5 minutes until charred on the edges, and it's ready to eat. No extra seasoning needed. At $14.99, this item works as both breakfast and a main dish for a barbecue. 26. Kerrygold Aged Cheddar. Ireland has pastures where cows graze year-round, and the Kerrygold cheddar aged from that milk source carries a deep richness and a slight sweet aftertaste. Unlike U.S. cheddar, which tends to be purely salty, the texture is slightly crunchy and crystalline, rather than soft and pliable like common industrial types. For the same weight, this imported cheese line at King Soopers or Publix is usually $14 to $16, but here it's under $10. Sliced and eaten with crisp apples or sweet grapes, it's a hard-to-beat combination. 27. Ready-to-eat watercress salad. A massive 50-ounce container like this for only $8.99 already sounds like a deal. But what keeps me coming back is that the watercress stays as crunchy as if it were just shredded. Microgreens and a light sweet and sour dressing are pre-mixed inside. The characteristic peppery bite combined with the sauce creates a refreshing palate, great for pairing with grilled meats or steak to cut through the richness. It feeds a large group easily, but should be used within a day or two so the greens don't get soggy. 28. Red Bull Summer Pack. This is the first time Red Bull has released a 3-flavor summer mix pack instead of just selling the familiar original flavor. The watermelon flavor is extremely pleasant when chilled deep, with none of the medicinal smell of the original version. Each can still has enough caffeine and B vitamins to keep you alert on long trips. A single can at a gas station or 7-Eleven costs about $3.50, while this 18-can pack is only $30.99, making it much cheaper. 29. 7 Sundays Protein Oatmeal. Scoop up a spoonful of the cooked oats. The texture is thick and chewy, thanks to water-absorbing chia seeds. Unlike the thin, mushy feel of typical packaged oats, 7 Sundays adds plant protein and flax seeds. The sweetness from coconut sugar is very light, not harsh, and the natural wild berry scent is pleasant and doesn't cause bloating. At $10.40 for a multi-serving bag, it's great for anyone needing to stay full longer or those working out. The smell of charred roasted peppers flashed through my mind even before I opened the jar. 30. Posh Pantry Mediterranean Dip. 3 small jars neatly packed instead of 1 large bulky jar is the smartest design detail I've seen in this Posh Pantry Mediterranean Dip line. You open them as you go without worrying about the rest molding in the fridge. The sauce is made from roasted red peppers and stewed tomatoes. The charred aroma combined with a mild tartness and a bit of richness from olive oil creates a very sophisticated flavor. It's $11.50 for the set, perfect as a dip for grilled meats or mixed into pasta. 31. PB Fit Organic Peanut Butter Powder. Per ounce, this jar of powdered peanut butter is nearly 40% cheaper than at Walmart or Kroger, because Costco sells a full 30-ounce size, whereas others sell half jars for nearly the same price. Cold-pressed peanuts have most of the fat removed, keeping the nutty flavor while significantly reducing calories compared to regular peanut butter. Blend it with a banana and almond milk for a rich but light smoothie. It's $11.60 for a jar that lasts all month. 32. Strawberry vanilla dessert jars. Right after the July 4th holiday, the dessert section slashed prices, and this red, white, and blue 3-color cake is one of the deepest cuts. Layers of strawberry gelatin, vanilla cream cheese, and a waffle base are neatly packed in small glass jars. Once finished, wash them out, and you have reusable spice jars. The cream flavor is good and not too sweet, but the waffle base is a bit unique. It's not as crunchy and fragrant as a familiar graham cracker crust. Originally $13.99, it's $4 off at $9.99 for 8 jars. 33. Sweet Craft Key Lime Pie Jars. There are times I just want a small piece of cake instead of a whole large one I can't finish. And this 4-ounce key lime pie jar is exactly that portion size. The tartness of the key lime pops clearly, and the rich cream balances it quite well. Spraying a little whipped cream on top before eating helps neutralize the acidity even better. At $11.99, this Sweet Craft brand is a new arrival in the Costco refrigerated section. 34. Thrifty Sherbet Nostalgic Tub. There is a type of ice cream where just seeing the 3-stripe colors of cherry, lime, and blue raspberry is enough to evoke childhood for many generations of Americans. And Thrifty is that name. The sherbet melts smoothly on the tongue. The alternating sweet and sour flavors are quite refreshing and don't cause a scratchy throat like rich chocolate ice cream can. 2 half-gallon tubs equal 1 full gallon, enough for the whole family to cool down all summer. The price is $10.50 for that much ice cream. After finishing the ice cream, there's still room in the stomach, and I remember a type of cake that is light as air, with almost no fat. 35. Mini Angel Food Cakes. Press your hand lightly on the surface of the cake and let go. The crumb springs back almost immediately, a sign of the elasticity of this cake made entirely from egg whites. Since no yolks are used, it's nearly fat-free. Perfect for those craving sweets but worried about weight gain. Slice it in half, layer it with fresh strawberries and whipped cream, and you have a summer-ready strawberry shortcake. It's $6.99 for 12. Remember to keep them sealed as the cake dries out quite quickly. 36. Siete Grain-Free Cookies. For anyone with gluten or dairy allergies, finding a truly delicious cookie isn't easy. And this large bag from Siete solves that problem at half the price of a small bag at Whole Foods or Sprouts. The strawberry cream flavor is made from almond flour and coconut oil. It's crunchy and snappy, not crumbly like many other gluten-free cookies. The sweetness is moderate, with a light, nutty aftertaste. It's $9.99 for a large bag, great for work or school lunches. 37. Buttermilk Cinnamon Cake. Slice this cake and microwave it for 15 seconds before eating. The cinnamon aroma immediately fills the air. The cinnamon sugar glaze melts gently on the surface, and the buttermilk cake inside is moist and melts in your mouth. A new addition to the bakery this month, this intensely sweet cake is perfect with black coffee or hot tea. Priced at $15.99 for a large loaf, it makes a great gift for family gatherings. Adding up all the price differences on today's list, you can save a significant amount in just one grocery trip, provided you know which items to pick and which ones to skip. If you see a price ending in .97 on the Costco shelves this week, don't celebrate too quickly, because that is a sign the item is about to disappear forever. And at least some familiar items in your home are on that list. You'd be awesome if you subscribe and like this video. 1. Kirkland Signature Ground Sirloin Patties. There are meals where you only need to open the freezer to know that dinner that night will be delicious. And for many American families, the Kirkland Signature Sirloin Patties box is exactly one of those. So convenient that you can grill them straight on the grate without even needing to thaw them out. The problem is that the price of lean beef across the entire country has surged by more than 14% in just recent months, and that has forced Costco to recalculate this entire product line. From the $21.99 level, the 18-count box is now down to just $14.97. It sounds like a steal, but in reality, this is a final run to sell off the remaining stock before the 85% lean formula is replaced by a 75% lean type, which is cheaper but significantly blander in taste. Anyone who is already used to the rich flavor of the old version should take the opportunity to buy a few boxes for your freezer right now. Because once this shelf is empty, there is a high probability you will never see this formula again. 2. Ground bison. It is not always the case that a product disappears from the shelves because of slow sales, and the case of frozen ground bison is the clearest proof of that. This is a decision coming from the corporate level, applied uniformly across the entire system, rather than being an isolated matter of a few individual warehouses. And as soon as this news spread, quite a few people in the clean eating community and gym goers proactively sent feedback to Costco asking to keep the product. The 2-pack set that once cost $39.99 is now only $27.97, a pretty deep markdown for a super lean meat type, rich in iron and protein, that many people often use to make healthy spaghetti sauce or taco filling. Perhaps the real reason lies in the sourcing cost of grass-fed bison, which are more expensive than before. But whatever the cause is, this is still the final opportunity to buy before this item number leaves the system permanently. 3. Kirkland Signature Sports Drink Variety Pack. For over a decade, the Kirkland Signature electrolyte water case has become a familiar fixture in the trunk of countless families who often take their children to outdoor sports practices. But this time, it is truly time to say goodbye. The reason has nothing to do with the quality of the beverage, but lies in the red 40 artificial food coloring in the formula, a substance that the FDA has recently been tightening regulations on. The 24-bottle case that once sold for $11.99 is now only $7.97, a price point that is only half that of an equivalent case of Gatorade with the same volume. So it is no surprise that the shelves are emptying out noticeably each day. For households with children playing sports, or individuals who often work outdoors in the harsh sun this summer, this is a sensible time to stock up. Just keep in mind that this old formula will never return to the Costco shelves again. 4. Samsung Soundbar. Older models. Every year at the beginning of July, electronics brands simultaneously roll out new audiovisual product lines for the second half of the year. And that is exactly why older generation Samsung soundbars are having their prices heavily slashed by Costco. From $299.99, the price is now only $199.97, meaning a straight markdown of $100 for a system that comes with an included wireless subwoofer and supports both Dolby Audio and DTS Virtual X, the type of surround sound technology that many people still have to pay a much higher price to get elsewhere. This is completely not a defective or recalled product at all. Costco simply needs to give back floor space for the new batch of inventory arriving in the next few weeks. If you are planning to upgrade your living room audio without wanting to spend all your money on the latest technology, this is exactly the right time to pull the trigger before the older stock sells out completely. There is a premium brand also doing the exact same thing, but the reason is related to colors. 5. CalPack Every Luggage Bundle. Right in the middle of when the entire United States is entering the peak summer travel season, and everyone is scrambling to find new luggage for their upcoming flights, CalPack chose this exact time to change the entire color palette for its year-end collection. That sounds off-season, but it creates a rare opportunity for buyers, as Costco applies an instant $30 markdown to clear out the remaining old colors, bringing the price of the luggage set, which includes a carry-on, a checked suitcase, and an accessory pouch bundle, down from $179.99 to $149.99. With a high-impact polycarbonate material, 360-degree spinner wheels, and TSA-approved locks, this is no small reduction for a brand that is already classified in the premium segment. Because it coincides right with the peak season, inventory is selling very fast, both in-warehouse and online, so if you need to upgrade your luggage for an upcoming trip, it is best to check right away before only the new color palette remains at full price. 6. Neutrogena Beach Defense SPF 60+. Sometimes a product markdown is not because of any changes to the formula or packaging, but simply because the buying department over-ordered stock right from the beginning of the season. And the Beach Defense SPF 60+ sunscreen spray is falling into that exact case. The 2-pack set once had a price of $16.99, now reduced to $12.99. A markdown that is not too massive, but enough for many people to take the opportunity to buy a few sets to use gradually, because Costco needs to accelerate liquidating the inventory before having to hold stock through the entire winter. The Helioplex formula with 80-minute water resistance remains exactly the same as before, with nothing to worry about regarding quality at all, making this a rare type of deal where you can safely buy multiples without fearing that you mistakenly bought items about to be changed. For the remaining beach trips of July and August, stocking up right at this moment is sensible. 7. Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Cream. Neutrogena just upgraded its Hydro Boost line by adding ceramides to the formula, and that means the old label version at Costco is being pushed down to an all-time low price. The 2-jar set was originally listed at $29.99, now cut by $8 down to just $21.99. Breaking down to about $11 per jar compared to the retail price of nearly $25 per individual jar on the outside market. This is the most talked about moisturizer in US beauty groups this week. Not because of any quality issues, but because the old packaging is being cleared out to make room for the new version. If you are already used to the old formula and find it fits your skin, this is truly the time you should buy backups before Costco completely switches to selling the higher-priced, upgraded version. 8. Cetaphil Moisturizing Cream. Sometimes the reason a combo pack is being liquidated has nothing to do with the quality of the product inside, but simply that the manufacturer is changing its packaging layout. In Cetaphil's case, this time is exactly like that. The old set, which includes a large 20-ounce jar plus a 16-ounce tube, is being replaced by a 2-round jar set, so Costco has to apply an instant manufacturer markdown right at the register to push the rest of the old batch down from $19.99 to $14.99. With a formula containing sweet almond oil, vitamins E, B3, and B5, fragrance-free and alcohol-free, this remains the familiar choice that many dermatologists in the US often recommend for people with sensitive skin or eczema, including young children and elderly individuals alike. For families that need to stock up on this cream, this is the time to buy before Costco completely switches to selling the new set at full list price. A holy grail item is being discontinued, causing the aisle to become chaotic because everyone is scrambling to grab their sizes. Check it out with me right now. 9. Adidas Men's Active Sports Shorts. Every time July arrives, the apparel pallets of fall and winter clothing preparing for the back-to-school season start pouring into Costco. And that means all summer clothing, including these Adidas Active Shorts, must clear floor space even though summer has not yet ended. The markdown is not too shocking, dropping from $13.99 down to $11.99. But for a recycled polyester material with moisture-wicking aero-ready technology, this is still a reasonable price for name-brand activewear featuring convenient zippered pockets. The men's clothing section is currently quite chaotic because customers are scrambling to rifle through and find their right sizes. So if you plan to buy them, it is best to take the opportunity to stop by early this week, because once the fall and winter inventory fills the shelves, the summer gear is considered wiped out without any prior notice. 10. Harry's Chrome Edition Shave Set. This Chrome Edition shave set was originally designed specifically by Harry's for Father's Day last month, and now, moving into July, Costco has decided to completely discontinue this item number to return to selling the brand's regular plastic handle razor line. The set includes one premium chrome handle, along with 16 5-blade cartridges made in Germany, featuring a lubricating strip with aloe and vitamin E, which once sold for $27.99 and is now marked down to $19.99. The most noteworthy point does not lie in the markdown figure, but rather in a simple calculation. If you buy individual replacement cartridges separately at pharmacies like CVS or Walgreens, the total cost will be significantly higher compared to buying this entire set all at once. Because it is a limited edition, once it is out of stock, This chrome design will not be reproduced, making this an opportunity to smartly stock up on cartridges rather than just a missed holiday gift. 11. Glass drink dispenser. There is an unwritten rule at Costco that savvy shoppers all know. Right after the 4th of July, everything related to the backyard and summer parties is at risk of being cleared out to make room for Halloween, even if it is only the beginning of the month. This glass drink dispenser is falling into that exact situation, dropping from $21.99 down to $16.97. But the noteworthy point does not lie in the markdown of over $5, but rather in the materials: a food-grade stainless steel spigot and a high-fired ceramic base, something that those plastic dispensers for a dozen or so dollars at Target or Walmart can never match. Anyone who often hosts outdoor parties or simply likes to have a beautiful iced tea dispenser on the dining table should take advantage before the pumpkin and lantern shelves fill up this section. 12. Chef IQ Sense Wireless Meat Thermometer. The barbecue season in the US has a pretty interesting characteristic. It flares up the strongest right around Independence Day and then cools down almost immediately afterward. And retailers always utilize this quiet window to clear out high-end grilling technology. This wireless meat thermometer from Chef IQ, which originally features a zirconia ceramic probe that withstands heat up to 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit and Wi-Fi connectivity with unlimited range, is cut by over $30 compared to the original price of $119.99, now sitting at just $89.97. The 4.1 out of 5 stars rating that this product currently holds in the Costco system is enough to confirm this is not an unloved item, but simply that demand is decreasing seasonally. With a few grilling sessions left at the end of summer, this is the most logical time of the year to buy it. There is a small basket set also being forgotten on the shelves, even though its true value is much higher. 13. Over and back multi-purpose berry baskets. Not every item that gets pushed into the markdown section is due to slow sales. Sometimes it is just because it was placed in the wrong spot on the shelves from the beginning, hidden from the eyes of passing shoppers. This over and back trio ceramic basket set falls into that exact case, containing 1 large basket and 2 small baskets in a white and mint green color coordination, with a stoneware material that is both microwave and dishwasher safe. Originally priced at $14.99, it is now down to just $9.97 after getting hit with the clearance tag. A markdown that makes the true value of the stoneware look significantly higher on the outside than the amount of money spent. Washing strawberries or blueberries in these baskets drains water much faster than regular plastic colanders, and at a price under $10 for the entire 3-piece set, this belongs to the type of deal most easily missed during this run. 14. HP OfficeJet 8000 series all-in-one printer. Every time a new generation printer line is about to launch, the rule at Costco is always the same. The older generation must leave the center display palettes as fast as possible. This time, HP is rolling out the 9000 series with a starting price of around $300, which pulls the current 8000 series, originally sold at $169.99, down heavily to $119.97. This is an all-in-one printer that prints, scans, and copies at a speed of 20 pages per minute, featuring an automatic document feeder and paper-saving double-sided printing, with review ratings hovering between 4.1 and 4.6 stars across the entire system, meaning it is not a machine being phased out due to poor quality. For parents who are preparing a printer for their children's upcoming school year, this is a time to buy with significantly more savings compared to waiting to buy the new generation at full price. 15. Blackout curtains. Anyone who is currently enduring the unusual heat of this summer month will probably find that this deal arrives at just the right time. The curtain manufacturer decided to switch to a new bio-woven fabric material for the upcoming shipment, so Costco has to liquidate the rest of the current magnetic curtain line, down from $29.99 to $24.97. The unique feature of this model lies in the 8 hidden magnetic strips along the edge of the fabric, which help the 2 curtain panels automatically pull tightly together instead of leaving a light gap like conventional hook-hung curtains, plus 3 thick woven fabric layers that block heat well, which can slash up to 20% off the air conditioning bill during intensely sunny days. This is the kind of deal that should be bought right now while it's still hot. Waiting until fall means the electricity-saving benefits completely lose their purpose. 16. Weighted vest. It sounds a bit funny, but this is truly a classic seasonal miscalculation by the buying department. Nobody wants to drape an extra 12 pounds of iron sand over their body while outdoor temperatures touch uncomfortable thresholds. Precisely because it is heavily overstocked, this Nautilus weighted vest was hit with an extremely deep price cut, falling from $27.99 to below the $15 mark. A markdown rarely seen for a piece of workout gear that still retains its exact quality. Featuring a neoprene fabric integrated with odor-resistant copper fibers and an adjustable strap that hugs the body tightly. Gym-goers consider this an opportunity to squeeze Costco's price down to match or even be cheaper than Amazon, as long as you don't mind sweating more than usual while walking or doing squats. If your home is undergoing remodeling this summer, do not miss the next part. 17. Hunter ceiling fan with integrated light, older model. Hunter is a name that many American families have trusted for decades without breaking down. So when the company decided to transition its ceiling fan line, integrated with smart home technology, to Costco, all the older generation manual control models were immediately pushed into markdown status. The price dropped from $149.99 down to $124.99, meaning a markdown of exactly $25 for a fan running on a Whisperwind copper core motor that is extremely quiet, featuring a built-in light fixture and a remote control. A small memorable tip for the summer is that you should set the fan to spin counterclockwise to push cool air from the air conditioner evenly throughout the room, helping to ease the burden on your electricity bill. Any family currently remodeling their home should take advantage and buy it while the older generation inventory is still at this price point. 18. Cat Fidance Cat Scratcher Lounge. The pet toy section at Costco changes styles unbelievably fast, almost once a month. And this time, it is the Cat Fidance Scratcher Lounge's turn to clear floor space for the incoming wooden cat tree line. Made from recycled compressed cardboard, with a deep bowl design that allows cats to both sharpen their claws and curl up to sleep inside. This product is reduced from $19.99 down to $16.99. A small markdown, but enough to get cat owner groups on social media buzzing with videos of their bosses lounging inside. Anyone who owns a cat and is tired of seeing their sofa shredded to pieces should stop by early, because once the new wooden cat tree line fills the shelves, this cardboard model is considered gone without warning. Keep in mind that discontinued inventory at Costco is not uniform across all warehouses. Some locations are still fully stocked, while others are completely cleaned out. So it is best to call ahead or check inventory on the app before driving a dozen miles there only to come back empty-handed. Which items from the list above are still at your local Costco warehouse this week? There is a hot Costco product this month that quite a few people have had to return after only a few days of use, simply because no one bothers to read carefully before bringing it home, and I will explain the reason clearly in today's video. You'd be awesome if you subscribed and liked this video. 1. Kirkland Signature Strawberry Streusel Cheesecake. As soon as I entered the bakery section, I noticed this strawberry cheesecake is back on the shelves, and just looking at the plump red strawberry jam topping is enough to make people stop their carts for a closer look. The cake weighs over 4.5 pounds and cost $22.99 for the whole thing. It can be cut into over a dozen large slices, so per person, it is significantly cheaper than a specialty coffee from a shop. The creamy cheesecake flavor is cleverly balanced by the slightly tart strawberry jam, and it isn't overly sweet like most American-style desserts. If you have a birthday party or a backyard barbecue this weekend, I recommend grabbing it early, as this item usually doesn't stay on the shelves for more than a few weeks. 2. Nashville Hot Chicken. Just a heads up so you aren't surprised. The sauce packet included in this $15.99 Nashville Hot Chicken box is much spicier and saltier than average. But if your family can handle heat, this is one of the best prepared meals I've tried recently. 6 large pre-fried fillets only need 12 minutes in the air fryer to become crispy again like they're fresh out of the oven. The meat inside remains moist rather than dry and tough like many other prepared chicken brands. If you have small children or people who eat light, just a thin brush of sauce is enough. 3. Logitech Lightspeed Gaming Headset. There is one number that made me pick it up and double-check twice. This headset weighs only about 9.8 ounces, which is much lighter than what a full-size gaming headset usually weighs. That is the first noteworthy point about this $89.99 Logitech Lightspeed, as wearing it continuously for several hours doesn't cause neck strain or ear soreness like some other heavy models. The brand's wireless connection technology has almost zero latency. I tested it from a fair distance in the room, and it still maintained a stable signal. And the battery lasts nearly 29 hours on a single charge, so you can play for a whole week before needing to plug it back in. What you should know is that the outer shell is made of plastic, so it doesn't feel as premium as some more expensive lines, and the headset also cannot connect directly to a phone via Bluetooth. 4. Logitech iPad Keyboard Case. The most inconvenient thing about using an iPad for serious work is having to carry an extra external keyboard and worrying about charging it. This case set ranges from $119.99 to $159.99, depending on the model, solving both issues at once thanks to a mechanism that connects directly to the device's port, drawing power and syncing data instantly without the hassle of Bluetooth pairing. The rear hinge allows for quite flexible tilt angles, and the keyboard backlight automatically adjusts to the room lighting so you don't have to squint when working at night. The typing feel is quite smooth, and the trackpad is as responsive as a real computer. The only thing is that after installation, the entire unit becomes significantly heavier, nearly equal to a thin laptop. There is a hidden detail behind the neck small cabinet that made me look closely. 5. Universal Broadmoor Aniston Nightstand. Have you ever noticed the tangled mess of charging cables on your bedside table? That's why this $299.99 bedside table is worth considering. Behind the table is a hidden power station with 2 US standard power outlets and 2 USB ports, so you can charge your phone or tablet overnight without having to untangle any wires. The 2 spacious drawers use soft closing slides for smooth, quiet operation, and the included UL-certified electrical system automatically shuts off in case of overload, so you can safely charge your devices overnight. The table is designed to match the matching darkwood bed set, so if you plan to buy them as a pair, the color and wood grain will perfectly complement each other. 6. Universal Broadmoor Aniston Storage Bed. At $749.99 for the Queen version, plus another $100 for the King version, that's the price of the walnut wood bed that's the highlight of this week's bedroom furniture section. Before deciding to order, you should prepare a large truck and a strong helper, as the palletized shipment is heavy and bulky. In return, the headboard, upholstered in coarse woven fabric, looks much more luxurious than the price suggests. And the 2 deep drawers hidden at the foot of the bed use soft closing rails for smooth operation, eliminating the need to buy a separate bedside table for extra blankets. The King version also features reinforced steel beams along the sides and 3 additional support legs in the middle for added stability. 7. Universal Broadmoor Aniston 6-drawer dresser. While the bed next to it required 2 people and an afternoon to assemble, this $749.99 6-drawer dresser is delivered fully assembled from the factory, so you don't have to read blueprints or tighten hundreds of screws. The drawers use dovetail joints on both the front and back, making them much more durable than traditional nailing, and the top drawer is lined with velvet to protect watches or jewelry from scratches. The body of the dresser is quite heavy and sturdy, and the wood grain has a natural matte finish that looks far more premium than its price suggests. The only trade-off is the shipping. Being a single unit, it's quite bulky, so those with narrow staircases should consider door-to-door delivery instead of transporting it themselves. 8. Aiden and Ivy Swivel Accent Chair. I sat down to try this swivel chair, intending to just glance at it and move on, yet I sat much longer than expected. The back cushion is thick, and the rounded design hugs the body quite well, not stiff like many other accent chair models in this $349.99 price range. The chair swivels 360 degrees thanks to a steel plate hidden under the base. The interior uses individual pocket coils so it doesn't sag over time, and the outer upholstery has a stain-resistant layer that I tried wiping with a damp cloth, and it came clean almost instantly, which is quite suitable for homes with small children or pets. The best part is that you can buy one separately to serve as a highlight for a room corner without needing to replace an entire expensive sofa set. The next item solves a familiar problem for anyone with a large screen TV. 9. Classic Furniture Corner, 72 inches. Most TV consoles only look good from the front, while the back is a mess of tangled wires. But this $479.99 console does the opposite. The back is pre-drilled with rubber grommeted cable management holes, so wires for speakers, gaming consoles, or amplifiers are all neatly hidden behind rather than sticking out in front as is usually seen. The width of 68 inches fits perfectly with the popular 65 to 85-inch TVs today. The 4 tempered glass doors use soft close hinges, so there's no worry about a hard impact causing cracks, and the internal shelves can be adjusted in height depending on the type of device. Just one thing to remember. Because the glass doors are transparent, items inside will show if they are messy, so they must be organized a bit to maintain the overall aesthetic. 10. Mini bar cabinet. At the end of a long day, having a cozy corner in the house to pour yourself a drink without having to clean the entire kitchen is always worthwhile. And this $499.99 mini bar cabinet does just that, without the need for an expensive built-in bar. Inside, there's a rack that hangs glasses upside down from the cabinet ceiling, a wavy shelf that holds bottles horizontally to prevent corks from drying out, and a small drawer perfect for a quick cocktail bar when needed. The powder-coated steel base ensures the cabinet stands firmly, without wobbling even with a dozen heavy bottles inside. And the dark wood tone complements other pieces in the same collection. If you've already purchased the bed or TV cabinet mentioned above, adding this piece to the dining room corner will create a nearly perfect color combination. 11. 3-in-1 Smart Sleeper Sofa. Every home has experienced the situation of having overnight guests and not having enough sleeping space. And this 3-in-1 sofa bed, priced at $999.99, solves that problem by transforming from a luxurious L-shaped sofa into a spacious double bed in seconds thanks to a gentle hydraulic piston. The long section of the sofa can also be lifted, revealing a huge storage compartment underneath for spare blankets and pillows. The seat cushions are slightly firmer than regular sofas because they have to support the bed pulling mechanism. But in return, you have an entire hidden bedroom in your living room. 12. Henry Don Cayley Reversible Sofa Chaise with Ottoman. The feeling of sprawling out on an armless chair with a flat cushioned surface nearly as deep as an entire bed is truly different from sitting on a regular sofa. That is the experience with this $1,499.99 oversized bench, which uses no-sag sinuous springs and multiple layers of memory foam so you won't get a backache even after an entire afternoon of watching movies. The outer chenille upholstery is soft and smooth, durable enough to withstand over 50,000 rubs and durability tests. Because the dimensions are quite massive, you should measure your doorways before ordering. There is one thing that made me bend down for a close look, because it is ready to use immediately without any further waiting. 13. 7-piece wood dining set. What surprised me when I saw the display case was that this entire 7-piece dining set was packed neatly into just 3 long boxes, easily fitting into an SUV or pickup truck without needing a separate truck. The price is $949.99 for a table that extends with a hidden leaf panel and 6 high-backed cushioned chairs, enough for a large family. The chairs offer good spinal support, and the cushions don't sag after a few months of use. However, you'll need about 2 or 3 hours and a cordless drill to fully assemble the table and 6 chairs at home. 14. Lemon tree. These dwarf lemon pots have both green and ripe fruit hanging right on the branches, rather than just leaves like most seedlings sold at street nurseries. The price is $44.99 per pot, 30% to 50% cheaper than buying at specialized plant shops. And the trees are already mature, so you have fresh lemons to pick and eat almost immediately. The roots are firmly established in the soil. The leaves are lush green with no signs of pests. Just transfer it to a prettier ceramic pot, and it can be placed right on the porch. 15. Eucalyptus bush. With just a light breeze passing through this eucalyptus pot, the essential oil scent wafts out, smelling fragrant and instantly cooling the nose and throat area. At a price under $19, this silver-green round-leaf bush is not only beautiful in a European garden style, but also has a real effect, helping to repel mosquitoes and insects on summer evenings spent on the porch. The plant is drought-tolerant, does not require elaborate care, and is easy to prune into a neat round shape. Many people buy 2 or 3 pots at once to line their walkways for a uniform look. 16. Llama toy. Does your dog chew on shoes and other belongings when left alone at home? This squeaky plush llama, priced at $12.99, is double-stitched for durability and can withstand strong bites without tearing. The eyes and nose are embroidered, not plastic, making it safer if your dog accidentally chews them up. The squeak is at a moderate level, not too loud or disruptive. With its large size and soft plush fabric, it's durable enough to become a familiar toy that won't need replacing after just a few weeks. 17. Pet-safe, scoop-free, open sky. There's one thing I need to say up front before you spend nearly $380 on this automatic cat litter cleaner. You need to understand your cat's personality first. The machine uses infrared sensors to detect cats entering and exiting, then automatically rotates to filter waste after a few minutes. It operates quite quietly and effectively deodorizes thanks to its circulating ozone technology. However, for shy or picky cats, the rotating noise of the machine might scare them away from the litter box, leading to littering. One next food item makes me have to say straight out that the brand hasn't told the whole truth. 18. Starbucks Strawberry Acai Lemonade Refreshers. A quick comparison. A large cup bought at the coffee counter usually runs about $6 to $7, while this 2-pack of large-capacity Starbucks Strawberry Acai Lemonade Refreshers is only $8.99 for both bottles. The crisp tartness of the lemon blends with the strawberry and a slight astringency from the acai, making it very pleasant to drink, not at all cloyingly sweet or leaving an artificial aftertaste like some other bottled juices. It contains green coffee extract, so drinking it also makes you more alert without the stomach jitters of regular coffee. 19. Jack Daniel's Smoked Beef and Pork Sausage. The label clearly states it has Jack Daniel's whiskey flavor, so I bought it expecting a distinct whiskey taste. But honestly, I could barely detect it. This sausage pack is entirely focused on the traditional Texas smoky flavor. It costs $9.99 for 8 large sausages already smoked over a natural wood fire, ready to eat by pan-frying or grilling. The coarsely ground meat is just right, so it's still tender, juicy, and crunchy when bitten into. Very satisfying. Just don't expect the whiskey flavor to be as strong as advertised. 20. Chef Hack's Chipotle Chicken Power Bowls. After a gym workout or a long workday, preparing a protein-rich meal without having to cook is always worthwhile. This $12.99 Chipotle Chicken Bento Box set only requires 3 minutes in the microwave to deliver 31 grams of protein from chicken breast, brown rice mixed with quinoa, and black beans. The mildly spicy, smoky Chipotle sauce is quite addictive and keeps you full for longer thanks to its high fiber content. Of course, quick heated frozen food won't be as fresh and juicy as a freshly cooked meal, but it's great for a quick meal. 21. Vanilla wafers. There is a box of cookies sitting quite modestly on the shelf, and its true use doesn't lie in eating it directly for fun. These $7.99 vanilla wafers for a large 2-pack are a familiar base ingredient for many American families when making the famous banana pudding, or crushing them to mix with melted butter for a cheesecake or fruit pie crust. Their crisp, airy texture and light buttery vanilla scent turn soft and melt in your mouth when they absorb moisture from milk or cream. A transformation that few people notice until they try it themselves at home. 22. S'mores Bundt Cake. Right next to it, a round, chocolate-covered, toasted marshmallow-covered cake was drawing numerous phone calls before being placed in the shopping cart. This Bundt s'mores, priced at $11.49, perfectly replicates the familiar campfire baking experience of an American summer, with a rich chocolate base topped with crumbled graham crackers. It looks beautiful, but the cake is quite sweet and intensely chocolatey, so I recommend having a cup of unsweetened tea or coffee to accompany it, especially when cutting it for young children. If you have loved a sweet treat since childhood, I think the next part will recall exactly that feeling. 23. Dulce de leche sandwich cookies. There's a type of cookie that seemed to have disappeared from the shelves, but it's made a comeback. Sandwiched between two layers of fluffy buttercream crust is a rich, creamy, Latin American-style caramel filling, topped with a fine, snow-white powdered sugar glaze. This $9.89 box of dulce de leche cookies has a melt-in-your-mouth crust, unlike some other hard, dry cookies I've tried. And the caramel filling inside is rich, creamy, and has a captivating aroma of slow-baked milk. It's definitely an irresistible treat for anyone with a sweet tooth. 24. Magic Spoon Marshmallow Cereal. Looking at the price of over $13 for a box of breakfast cereal, many people will hesitate compared to the few dollar price of traditional cereal boxes on the shelf next to it. But this Magic Spoon Marshmallow Cereal is worth the money in a different way. Each serving contains up to 12 grams of protein and almost no net carbs, suitable for those on a low glycemic diet. The cereal loops are crispy, and the marshmallows are fun to chew. The only thing is that the sweetener inside leaves a slight cooling sensation on the tip of the tongue that those unused to diet sugar might find a bit strange. 25. Cacao Coconut Protein Granola. Opening this cocoa coconut granola bag immediately releases the aroma of dried coconut mixed with pure cocoa, even before scooping it into a bowl. At $9.39 for a large Ziploc bag that keeps it crispy for longer, the honey-baked oat clusters are firmly bound together, crunchy, and not crumbly or falling to the bottom of the bag like many other granolas I've bought. The sweetness is just right, and the slight bitterness of the cocoa prevents it from being too rich. Mixing it with Greek yogurt in the morning is a combination I think you should try at least once. 26. Biodance Biocollagen Real Deep Mask. There's a beauty product causing a stir in the cosmetics section, because the results after just one night of use are truly unbelievable, until you see them with your own eyes. The Biodance Sleeping Mask, priced at $69.99 for a large box of 24, uses salmon placenta extract and PDRN technology. Applied overnight, the mask transforms from an opaque white to a transparent, thin film in the morning. That's only about $2.90 per mask here, while buying a smaller box at other cosmetics chains can cost up to $5 each. There is one final step in the skincare routine that many people often skip, and the next part is the answer to that. 27. Biodance Radiant Vita Niacinamide Cream. Included with the sleeping mask above is a small jar of cream that I think I should mention before concluding today's introduction. This set of two Biodance brightening creams, priced at $36.99, uses liposome technology to deliver vitamin C and glutathione deeply without oxidation in the air. Its lightweight gel texture absorbs very quickly without leaving a greasy or heavy feeling on the face. Used as the final moisturizing step in your morning and evening skincare routine, this is one of the products I think is worth adding to your waiting list for additional coupon discounts. Costco changes its stock constantly, so the item you like today might not be there next week. Don't hesitate if the price is right and you truly need it. But also, don't rush just because you see a crowd buying it. Check the return policy carefully before bringing home bulky items. That is how I always protect my wallet. Costco just quietly cut prices on a massive batch of items all at once, and some of these will revert to their original prices or disappear from shelves entirely in just a few days. So if you plan on buying, don't hesitate to read through today's list first, or you might regret it. You rock if you subscribe and like this video. 1. Tide Pods Clean Breeze. Anyone who has ever measured liquid detergent and accidentally spilled it on the floor will immediately understand why pods are so convenient. Just toss one into the machine and you're done. No measuring required. The 104-count tub originally sold for $29.99, but this time Costco is taking $6 off, bringing it down to $23.99. For a family doing regular laundry all summer, this price essentially lets you stock up for months without having to come back. The Clean Breeze scent isn't overpowering and lingers on the fabric for a long time after washing. 2. Neutrogena Ultra Sheer SPF 70. With the hottest weeks of the year approaching, if your cabinet only has one nearly empty bottle of sunscreen left, now is the time to restock. This 3-pack is originally $17.99, discounted by $4 to currently just $13.99. What makes it more noteworthy than the price is the fast-absorbing feel that doesn't leave a greasy residue like many others used in the past. It is water-resistant for up to 80 minutes, so you can sit by the pool all afternoon without having to constantly reapply. 3. Listerine Cool Mint Antiseptic Mouthwash. Mouthwash is something rarely noticed for its price, but this time it's worth a close look. The Listerine 3-pack of large bottles is originally $14.49, reduced by $3.50 to $10.99, which figures out to less than $3.70 per large bottle. It kills bacteria quite thoroughly, and the clean mouth feeling lasts longer than expected. Because it has a long shelf life, buying a batch like this means you don't have to worry about it expiring midway. Just store it in the cabinet and use it gradually over many months. 4. Cheez-It Whole Grain Baked Snack Crackers. Watching a movie at night without a salty, crunchy snack always feels like something is missing. This box of 2 bags of Cheez-It Whole Grain solves exactly that need. The original price is $10.99. But it's $3 off, so it's only $7.99. It has a real cheese flavor and is baked crunchy, and the whole grain version has extra fiber, making it feel much less guilty than the regular kind. A large box like this is convenient for portioning out for kids to take to summer camp or tossing into a picnic bag without fear of running out mid-trip. Following is something related to long-term health, not just a one-time treat. 5. Shift Move Free Advanced. If parents in the house often complain about knee joints cracking every time they stand up, or if you are starting to feel it yourself after years of manual labor, the 200-count bottle of Move Free Advanced is worth considering right now. The original price is $30.99, discounted by $6 to $24.99. Glucosamine combined with chondroitin and HA helps nourish joint cartilage, and many regular users report a noticeable reduction in morning joint stiffness after a few weeks. A large bottle this size lasts for several months. 6. Neutrogena Makeup Remover Wipes. If you pack for a summer trip and forget makeup wipes, you'll inevitably have to stop at a store along the way. This 114-count box is originally $19.99, discounted by $5 to $14.99, making it a reasonable time to buy a batch in advance. It wipes away even waterproof mascara without needing to rinse with water, and the skin doesn't feel greasy like some types used before. Since they are divided into small packs with lids, they are easy to tuck into a handbag, ensuring they won't dry out during a long trip. 7. Kirkland Signature Premium Towels. After a weekend barbecue, you realize how fast paper towels disappear in the house. A 12-roll pack of Kirkland Signature is originally $22.99, discounted by $4 to $18.99. Worth stocking up on before party season. The 2-ply paper is quite durable and doesn't fall apart even when wiping wet surfaces or grease, while the Create-A-Size design helps you use them much more economically than regular rolls. From patting meat dry before cooking to wiping glass or cleaning the garage, a pack like this is much more versatile than its simple appearance suggests. 8. Febreze Air Effects Air Freshener. Many people walk past this section without noticing the price. The Febreze Air Effects 4-pack is originally $12.99, discounted by $3 to fall below the $10 mark at exactly $9.99, a rare price point for this line. Odor Clear technology doesn't just temporarily mask smells, but actually neutralizes odor molecules in the air, so the space feels truly clean after spraying, not just fake fragrant on top. For houses that cook with a lot of oil or have pets, these 4 bottles are enough to rotate through the rooms all summer. The next item is solved tomorrow morning, especially on days when the kids are getting ready for summer school. 9. Selected Kellogg's Breakfast Cereal. Summer mornings are always more rushed than usual, especially when the kids are heading to summer camp. A 2-bag box of Selected Kellogg's is originally $9.99, discounted by $2.50 to $7.49. Right when it's needed for those hurried mornings. The whole grain cereal stays crunchy for quite a while, even when soaked in milk, and the sweetness is moderate rather than cloying, like some others I tried before. Just pour into a bowl, add some fresh milk or yogurt with fruit, and breakfast is done in less than a minute. 10. Lasco Superfan Max Industrial Floor Fan. No one thinks about buying an industrial-grade fan until a real incident happens at home, like the basement getting damp, or a carpet that won't dry after washing. The Lasco Superfan Max is originally $64.99, discounted by $5 to $59.99, and is worth noting right now. The airflow is strong and close to the ground, so drying a damp garage floor or sucking smoke out of the kitchen after accidentally burning food is much faster than just leaving a window open. The fan body also has an accessory outlet, convenient for running another device at the same time. 11. Brita replacement filters. Tap water in many states still has a very distinct chlorine aftertaste, so changing filters periodically has become an unbreakable habit for many American families, rather than something they only think about when there's a sale. A 10-pack of Brita filters is originally $44.99, but this time it's deeply cut by $12.50 to $32.49, a level rarely repeated during the year. Each filter handles about 40 gallons of water and lasts nearly 2 months before needing replacement, so many people take the opportunity to grab several boxes at once. 12. Brita water pitcher. If you've never used a Brita at home, now is the perfect time to start, because Costco has bundled a pitcher and 2 replacement filters into a single set, so you don't have to buy them separately. The original price is $33.99, and with the same $12.50 discount as the standalone filters, it's only $21.49 for both the pitcher and the included filters. The pitcher has a filter change indicator light and a slim design that fits right in the refrigerator door, perfect for students or anyone just moving out on their own. There is a small device that dentists often remind patients to get, and it appears right here. 13. Waterpik Water Flosser Ultra and Cordless Plus Combo. Using only a toothbrush sometimes isn't enough to clean all the gaps between teeth, especially for older adults or those with gum issues. The Waterpik set includes a corded countertop unit for home use and a small battery-operated unit for travel. The original price is $74.99, discounted by $15 to $59.99. Accepted by the American Dental Association, the small unit fits right into luggage for summer trips, while the large unit can be used by the whole family for many years. 14. MSI Gaming Laptop. There is a memorable tip for the Costco electronics section that not everyone notices. A price ending in .97 with an asterisk means the item is on final clearance. Once it's gone for good and won't be restocked. This MSI gaming laptop is exactly like that. The original price of nearly $1,500 was cut by over $350 to just $1,149.97. The specs are still powerful enough for heavy gaming or video editing, so if you need a machine, now is the time to decide quickly. 15. Wild protein chips. There is a type of snack being mentioned quite a bit by the online dieting community lately. Made from real chicken breast rather than potato or cornstarch like regular snacks. The original price is $9.89, discounted by $3 to $6.89. The buffalo flavor is mildly spicy and palatable. The crunchiness is no less than regular snacks, and it's high in protein and low in carbs, perfect for those on a keto diet or anyone wanting a healthier daily snack. 16. Malona bars. After something spicy, it's the perfect time for something cold to change the palate. And the 24-count box of Malona bars in 3 flavors, melon, mango, and strawberry, is being noticed by many families this season. The original price is $13.69, discounted by $3.70 to $9.99, which comes out to less than half a dollar per bar. The ice cream texture is quite chewy and smooth, not icy or flaky like many popsicles often encountered, and the fruit flavor is light rather than overly sweet, making it easy for both adults and children to eat. There is an air fryer tip that makes the next frozen item taste as good as a restaurant's. 17. CJ BBGO Chicken and Cilantro Mini Wontons. The 3-pound bag of BBGO Chicken and Cilantro Mini Wontons is being discounted from $9.99 to $7.49. And the best way to eat them isn't boiling them like usual. Spray a bit of oil and put them in the air fryer at 375 degrees for about 8 minutes. The skin will be almost as crispy as deep frying without needing any extra oil. Keeping them in the freezer is also convenient for busy nights when you don't want to cook anything elaborate. 18. Hisense AX705.1.4 Dolby Atmos soundbar. The Hisense AX700 soundbar fully supports the Dolby Atmos standard. Originally $249.99, it's discounted by $50 to $199.99. 4 upward-firing speakers create a realistic overhead sound effect, making it sound like rain falling or a plane gliding overhead. However, if your ceiling is over 13 feet high or sloped, this effect decreases significantly, so before buying, you should note the ceiling structure of your living room. 19. Tineco H2O Go Smart Wet/Dry Vacuum and Mop. The Tineco H2O Go Smart Mop is being rated higher than Dyson by many American homemakers because it automatically detects wet messes like spilled milk or broken eggs to adjust suction power accordingly. The original price is $299.99, discounted by $80 to $219.99. Once finished cleaning, just place the machine on the dock and press a button. The machine self-cleans and dries the roller, so your hands never have to touch the dirty parts. 20. Bronze Series 9 Sport Plus Electric Shaver. The Bronze Series 9 Sport Plus shaver has a special member price, discounted $50 from $199.99 down to $149.99. Made in Germany and fully waterproof, it is comfortable for wet shaving in the shower and comes with a 5-year manufacturer warranty. This price is only comparable to the lower Series 7 sold elsewhere. The cutting blade's durability is up to 7 years, so buying once serves you for a very long time. There is a large capacity pot with a glass window for looking inside. It's so convenient you don't need to open the lid to check midway, and it's waiting to be mentioned next. 21. Gourmet 8-quart digital air fryer. Frying a whole chicken for a large family might seem like you need a large pan, and this Gourmet 8-quart is exactly that, but it's not as expensive as you might think. Originally priced at $59.99, it's discounted by $15 to $44.99, an unbelievable price for an 8-quart capacity. The front glass door and interior light allow you to see the food browning without having to pull out the tray to check, preventing heat loss midway like with many other models. 22. Woozoo 5-speed globe fan. If the air conditioner is on, but the cool air just stays in one corner of the room, then all the effort of closing the doors and windows is wasted. And that's why this Woozoo recirculating fan is worth checking out. Originally priced at $36.99, it's now discounted by $10 to $26.99, the lowest price ever for this model at Costco. Its compact spherical shape blows air over 20 meters, and it automatically rotates up and down as well as left and right. 23. Mirador Louvered Pergola. A backyard exposed to intense sunlight all day makes prolonged outdoor activity difficult, and this Mirador louvered awning solves that problem perfectly with its completely rust-proof, black-painted cast aluminum frame. Originally priced at $1,999.99, it's now discounted by $400 to $1,599.99, while similar awnings rarely sell for less than $2,200 on the market. The louvers rotate manually, closing to protect from rain or opening to let in the sun as desired. 24. Igloo Yukon 70-quart hard-sided cooler. Camping for several days and having your ice melt halfway through ruins the whole trip. But this Igloo Yukon 70-quart cooler keeps things cold for 5 to 7 days straight, enough for a long trip without worrying about food spoiling. Originally priced at $159.99, it's now discounted by $30 to $129.99, just in time for the upcoming Independence Day holiday. It holds up to 112 cans of drinks, has a secure rubber seal, and even has a drain valve at the bottom for easy cleaning after use. Next is a piece of outdoor gear that folds up to fit in a small sedan trunk, but becomes surprisingly large when inflated. 25. Tobin Sports Elite 11-foot inflatable stand-up paddleboard. Going to a lake or river on the weekend without a paddleboard feels incomplete. And this Tobin Sports Elite 11-foot paddleboard set comes complete with paddles, an air pump, and a carrying bag. No need to buy anything extra. Originally priced at $299.99, now discounted by $50 to $249.99. The 11-foot length provides much better balance than shorter versions, and when deflated, it folds compactly into the trunk of a small sedan. 26. Keter Folding Workbench. Fixing something in the garage without a fixed workbench means constantly hunching over on the floor. But this Keter Folding Workbench folds and unfolds in just 3 seconds, can withstand up to 1,000 pounds, and folds down to about 10 centimeters thick. Currently priced at $39.99, it's less than half the market price, which typically ranges from $75 to $90. It comes with 2 clips to secure wood or metal while cutting, and can be neatly hung on the wall after use. 27. McCormick Montreal Steak Seasoning. Grilling meat without a jar of Montreal steak seasoning will inevitably result in a bland dish, and McCormick's 29-ounce jar, selling for $5.49, is almost the same price as a kilogram of seasoning, but at an unbeatable price. The coarsely ground pepper retains its essential oils longer, creating a fragrant charred layer when grilled over high heat. It's not just for beef. Sprinkling it on pork ribs, chicken breasts, or grilled corn is equally delicious. 1 jar will last you all summer. 28. Crocodile Cloth Garage Wipes. Wiping away oil and grease from bicycle chains or car engines with regular paper towels results in instant tearing. But this box of 110 crocodile cloth wipes is so durable that you can stretch and twist them without breaking. Priced at $11.99 for a large box, each wipe measures approximately 15 by 10 inches, allowing you to clean a fairly large area before needing to discard it. The added aloe vera and vitamin E in the solution prevent your hands from drying out after multiple uses. There is a product that comes with an amount of RAM that many other lines require extra payment to get. 29. Lenovo Legion Gaming Laptop. It's incredibly frustrating when your computer slows down while you're editing a video or playing an important game. And that's why this Lenovo Legion is worth considering. It comes with 32 gigabytes of RAM pre-installed, saving you the extra cost of buying and installing your own RAM, unlike many other models that require customers to do it themselves. The price of $1,299.99 sounds expensive, but comparable configurations on the market typically start at $1,500 or more. The ColdFront 5.0 cooling system keeps the machine cool for hours of video rendering or demanding gaming. 30. Premium 3-piece sunshade set. Stepping into a car after parking in the sun all afternoon is a feeling anyone who's ever driven in the hot American climate knows well. It's like stepping into a miniature oven. This set of 3 sunshades solves that problem for just $12.99, including 1 large sunshade for the front windshield and 2 smaller ones for the side windows. The 4-layer material with a heat-reflective aluminum film on the outside helps reduce cabin temperature by 15 to 20 degrees Celsius. When folded, it's as small as a dinner plate, fitting neatly into the backseat pocket. 31. Adult and large-child swim goggles. Having 3 kids and only 1 pair of swimming goggles inevitably leads to arguments at the pool, which is why this set of 3 swim goggles is so practical at just $14.99. The lenses offer good UV protection and anti-fog properties, providing clear underwater vision without the blurring often seen with cheaper goggles. The soft silicone strap has a quick-release buckle at the back, allowing for quick adjustment without getting tangled in hair. The 3 goggles come in different colors, making it easy to distinguish which one belongs to which child. After swimming, the whole family heads to the beach, but where to sit comfortably all afternoon is another matter entirely. 32. Tommy Bahama Beach Chair. Carrying a cooler, a bag of snacks, and holding a small grandchild's hand, while still having a free hand to hold a chair, is a real challenge for anyone who's ever been to the beach with a large family. This Tommy Bahama chair solves that problem with its backpack-like shoulder straps, keeping your arms comfortable even on long walks. The price is back to its original $39.99, still less than half the $75 price elsewhere. The chair reclines in 5 positions, has a cooler bag on the back for drinks, and has an aluminum frame that can support up to 250 pounds. Not every one of these 32 items needs to be bought immediately. But for items marked with deep discounts or those about to be discontinued, waiting another week might mean the price goes back up, or worse, they're completely sold out. The smartest way is to pick out the few items truly needed in the house right now. Save the rest for the next visit. This month, Costco has launched many new items simultaneously across every corner of the store, but exactly 3 of them made me stop and admire them for so long that I almost forgot I was filming a video for you today. You rock if you subscribe and like this video. 1. Blink Security Camera Kit. The Blink is on a massive discount, dropping to just $99.97 at almost every store nationwide this week. And it's a product I recommend you don't hesitate to buy because these kinds of items usually sell out quickly. The beauty of the Blink isn't its image clarity, but rather that it runs on 2 standard AA batteries and lasts up to 2 years without needing replacement, thanks to its clever, built-in power-saving algorithm. If your house has high ceilings, a garage gable, or any place that requires a ladder to reach, this is why it's far more practical than other expensive cameras that require you to climb stairs to change batteries periodically. No drilling, no wiring. Just insert the batteries and the camera starts up, and you'll practically forget about it until the next battery change. 2. Ring Outdoor Cam Plus. Right next to the Blink section is the Ring Outdoor Cam Plus set, sold as a pair for $169.99 for both cameras. This breaks down to about $85 per camera, quite a bit cheaper than buying them individually elsewhere, and I find this a reasonable price for an outdoor camera with color night vision. What I like most about this item is that you don't need to do any drilling into your home's walls. You just lightly screw it into a tree trunk, a wooden fence, or a gutter, and you're done in minutes. So if you are renting and the landlord doesn't allow drilling or permanent wiring, this is almost the only viable option. The camera records in color even at night and is fully waterproof, so you can confidently mount it outdoors year-round without worrying about damage from rain or wind. 3. Ring Spotlight Camera Wired Pro. The Ring Spotlight Wired Pro is $30 off, down to $199.99, just in time for Independence Day. And I consider this a true upgrade rather than just a name change. It's not merely a recording camera. It integrates a light up to 375 lumens, along with a siren that can be controlled remotely via your phone. When it detects a stranger lingering in the dark, the light shines directly in their face, and the siren wails immediately. So instead of just recording evidence to review the next morning, this item reacts on the spot, creating enough psychological pressure to make an intruder abandon their intent. For dark corners like the garage area, side walkways, or backyards hidden from streetlights, this is the first thing I'd prioritize installing if I were planning to upgrade the home security system. This is the only one in this group that actually makes thieves run away on the spot. 4. Ring 4K Doorbell Camera, Generation 3. The 3rd generation Ring 4K doorbell is priced at $149.99 after a $30 rebate from this summer sale. What I noticed isn't the 4K resolution that sounds grand on paper, but the fact that it uses hardwired power from the old doorbell system instead of running on batteries. So if your home is in the biting cold northern states during winter, you'll no longer have to remove the battery to recharge it every 2 or 3 months, like you often experience with battery-powered doorbell models. The high resolution is actually useful here as it allows you to zoom in clearly enough to read the name tag on a delivery person's shirt or see a license plate parked dozens of feet from the door. This is more important than you think if your neighborhood has ever lost a package left at the doorstep. 5. Taylor Digital Cooking Thermometer Set. A set of 2 Taylor thermometers has just dropped to a clearance price of only $14.97, and the price tag has a star indicating it's discontinued. This is a memorable sign when you go to Costco, because once the price tag has that star, the store won't be restocking, and what's left on the shelf is all you'll have a chance to buy. The stainless steel probes are waterproof and give results in seconds, accurate enough to help you gauge the doneness of your outdoor barbecue, according to food safety standards, meaning chicken breasts should reach around 165 degrees Fahrenheit to kill bacteria while keeping the meat juicy and not dry. At this price for 2 professional thermometers, I think you should buy them before they're all gone. 6. KitchenAid Stainless Steel Full-Size Dish Rack. The KitchenAid Full-Size Dish Rack was just reduced by an additional $5, down to $34.99. And this is an item worth considering if your kitchen is often cramped for space after washing up. The 304 stainless steel frame is quite sturdy, with a large capacity enough to hold many large plates, deep bowls, and even heavy cutting boards simultaneously without having to crowd each item. However, I've also seen some meticulous users complain that the slope of the drain tray is a bit lower than expected. So if you live in an area with hard water and lots of limescale, you'll need to wipe the plastic tray every week to avoid white spots that become hard to scrub over time. This isn't a reason to skip the item entirely. It's just something to know before bringing it home, as the rest of the design is truly worth the money. The next item is what truly makes buying meat in bulk at Costco profitable. 7. Food Saver Food Preservation Vacuum Sealer. The new model Food Saver Vacuum Sealer is currently $20 off with this month's coupon book voucher, bringing it down to $79.99. And I think this is one of the best investment pieces in this new shipment. If you often buy beef, chicken breast, or salmon in large quantities at Costco to save money compared to buying small portions, this machine is what makes bulk buying truly profitable in the long run. Sucking all the air out of the bag will prevent freezer burn, keeping meat fresh for 2 to 3 years instead of just a few months like when wrapped in regular zip bags, which often get freezer odors and lose moisture. At this price, I think it's worth paying once and using it over and over for many years to come without further hesitation. 8. Snapware Pyrex Glass Container Set. The 18-piece Snapware Pyrex Glass Set has an additional $5 discount right at the register, down to $19.99. And this is the kind of durable cookware that stays good for a decade rather than chipping after a few months. The heat-resistant glass is safe in both the microwave and the oven, so you can remove the plastic lid and heat or bake directly in the container without worrying about cracking like regular glassware. The 4-latch lids are truly airtight and leak-proof, not just marketing fluff, so leftovers stored in the fridge won't transfer odors to each other as they do with cheap plastic containers. If you need a set of food storage containers for meal prepping the whole week, this is a price for this many pieces that is hard to find elsewhere. 9. BentGo Chill XL Lunchbox Set. The 2-pack of BentGo Chill XL lunchboxes is holding a steady price at $24.99, which is quite timely as summer transitions into the back-to-school season. The best part is the built-in ice gel tray right inside the lid. You just need to freeze this tray overnight, and the next day the food stays cool for 4 to 5 hours in the heat without needing to carry extra bulky ice packs. If your child brings lunch to school, or you prepare your own food for work, this item solves the exact worry of wilted salads or fruit and spoiled sandwiches in the middle of a sweltering summer day inside a backpack or handbag. The 4-compartment leak-proof design between items is also a small but practical plus, and it's microwave and top-rack dishwasher safe. Food left out in the heat for 4 hours still stays cool. I've tried it and was quite surprised. 10. Gourmia Soft Serve Ice Cream Machine. Gourmia's automatic ice cream maker just dropped a massive $50 price tag right during this month's heat wave, now costing $149.99, and I think it's worth saving for last on today's list. What I like about it isn't necessarily the taste, but the fact that you have complete control over the amount of sugar and ingredients in each batch, unlike store-bought ice cream, which is often excessively sweet and full of preservatives. If you have young children and want to limit processed sugar in their diet, this is a great way to make a weekend dessert without worrying about hidden ingredients. It only takes about 30 minutes with 6 preset settings to have a batch of smooth, cool ice cream for the whole family to enjoy. 11. Kohler 8-liter Step Trash Can. That narrow gap next to the toilet or under the desk is always the most annoying spot when you need to place a trash can that fits without being bulky. Kohler just released an 8-liter version that solves that exact problem. The body is slim and elongated rather than round like most other models, and the price is only $24.99. Quite reasonable for a major brand. The fingerprint-resistant nano coating on the stainless steel means you won't have to keep wiping it every time someone touches the lid. The surface stays clean and shiny despite daily use. But the detail I like most is the pedal mechanism, which has a dampening piston inside so the lid closes silently rather than with a dry clank. And this is also the part that breaks most often on the cheap plastic trash cans I've used before. 12. Smart Bidet Toilet. The Japanese-style Smart Bidet toilet trend has been spreading quite fast in the US in recent years. And this time, Costco brought back a popular model that's accessible enough for anyone who wants to try it, but isn't ready to spend thousands. The price is currently $50 off, down to $549.99 for a set featuring nano-glazed ceramic that resists stains, a heated seat with multiple temperature levels, dual automatic nozzles with warm water for both front and back, and a quiet-running deodorizing dryer fan. What I find most noteworthy isn't just the convenience, but that the elderly in the house or anyone with limited mobility will find it much more comfortable every cold winter morning. And in the long run, the family will significantly reduce the cost of buying toilet paper every month, a small amount that adds up considerably over a year. There is a reason the elderly in my house love this item the most. 13. Kohler Premium Smart Toilet. Looking at a bathroom with not a single exposed wire or pipe, you'll immediately understand why this high-end Kohler line is considered a must-see. The seamless one-piece design hides the entire system within the ceramic body, creating a clean, luxurious feel rarely seen in conventional sanitary ware, while the price has remained stable at $1,349.99 for months. The dual flush system with a vortex flow is water efficient. The LED nightlights automatically turn on for a soft, comfortable feel. And all heating, washing, and drying functions are controlled via a convenient wall-mounted remote. This isn't something everyone needs right away, but if you're renovating your main bathroom, the Kohler brand will retain good resale value for your home in the future. 14. Ultra Pro Elite Desktop Charging Station. There is a familiar type of frustration that anyone who has ever pushed a bed or sofa against a wall knows. A thick plug prevents the furniture from ever sitting flush against the wall. The Ultra Pro Elite Charging Station set solves exactly this, thanks to a 45-degree angled flat plug, currently selling for $22.99 for a set of 2. The 8-foot braided cord is quite sturdy and resists breaking when folded multiple times. Each station has 3 AC outlets along with 1 fast-charging USB-C port and 1 standard USB-A port, sufficient for either a study nook or a workspace. Buying a similar single unit elsewhere already costs $15 to $20, so the set of 2 at this price is one of the best-selling electronic accessories this past week. 15. DPS Centurion Swivel Pedestal Gaming Chair. Sitting for 7 or 8 hours a day working from home, the chair you sit in is actually far more important than your keyboard or monitor, but few people notice until their backs start complaining. The DPS Gaming/Work Chair is on sale for $20 throughout this month, now priced at $129.99. And I think it's a much more worthwhile option than its budget-friendly appearance suggests. It features a sturdy carbon steel frame, PU leather upholstery combined with breathable mesh on the back to prevent sweat buildup during long periods of sitting, and high-density foam padding that maintains its shape for months without sagging like cheaper options. The multi-point adjustable lumbar support is my top priority, and at under $150, this level of durability truly surpasses other mainstream chairs. The next item is for anyone who has ever had a backache from lugging things around, rather than from sitting too long. 16. 5-in-1 upgraded multi-purpose hand truck. Lifting a heavy wardrobe or a large potted plant by yourself in the garage is the kind of task that can easily cost you dearly the next day. And that's exactly what this 5-in-1 trolley was created to solve. With a load capacity of up to 1,000 pounds, priced at $149.99, it features a lightweight yet high-strength aerospace-grade aluminum frame and 360-degree swivel wheels with mechanical brakes. The versatile mechanism of switching between 5 different pushing positions allows even a smaller person to move heavy items independently without needing extra help. A real difference, not just convenience, for many older family members. Based on several real-world load capacity comparisons I've seen, it's also lighter, has smoother wheels, and costs $50 to $70 less than other high-end specialized trolleys. 17. Acacia Solid Wood Butcher Block Countertop. The DIY home desk trend is booming, and if you're considering joining in, this 6-foot-long solid acacia wood plank is almost the ideal material to start with. It costs $129.99 at the warehouse, but online purchases will be about $10 more due to shipping costs. The wood is 1.5 inches thick and unpainted, allowing you to customize it to your liking. The natural oils in acacia wood provide good antibacterial and insect repellent properties compared to engineered wood, resulting in a significantly longer lifespan than cheaper, ready-made planks. The cost is only about 1/3 or 1/4 of ordering a complete solid wood desk elsewhere. However, you'll need to put in the effort to sand and oil the wood yourself. A worthwhile trade-off if you don't mind doing it by hand. 18. NFL glassware set. On weekends with big football games, every dinner table needs a few fancy glasses. And this NFL glass set is perfect for that need at $39.99 for 4 glasses with 4 coasters. It's officially licensed, not a knockoff. The thick tempered glass is durable and resistant to minor impacts. The logos of famous teams are printed in high definition and won't peel off after several machine washes. The 15-ounce capacity is just right for a standard can of beer with ice. Not too big and not too small for comfortable handling throughout an afternoon game. Officially licensed NFL merchandise is usually much more expensive elsewhere. So this 8-piece set for under $40 is a price that sports fans will grab as soon as it arrives. The next item is also a gift, but for the younger generation in the house. 19. Fortnite gift cards. If there's a kid who loves Fortnite in the house, you're probably familiar with being asked for game currency constantly, without knowing how to buy it in a way that's both budget-friendly and satisfying for the child. A $100 face value gift card is currently selling for $89.99, a fixed discount exclusively for members, not a limited-time offer that will expire. The card is used to redeem V-Bucks in the game across all platforms, from PC, Xbox, and PlayStation to handheld consoles, so there's no worry about which device the child plays on. Discounts on game gift cards are rarely seen elsewhere. Most sell at face value. So this is a way to buy a birthday gift or a summer reward for your child without worrying about paying more than the actual value received. 20. Premium whiskey decanter and glass set. Choosing a gift for Father's Day or a housewarming is always a difficult puzzle because everything easily looks like a generic gift. And this whiskey decanter set is one of the few choices I think the recipient will actually use, rather than store in a cabinet. The price has held steady at $69.99 for many months. The lead-free crystal decanter helps the whiskey interact with oxygen slowly, bringing out the characteristic aromas and making it less harsh than pouring straight from the bottle. The gel core whiskey stones keep it chilled deep without diluting the flavor like regular melting ice. So the glass of whiskey retains its original taste even if you sip it slowly all evening. This isn't for daily use, but for someone who enjoys a glass at the end of the day after work, the difference in flavor here is real. 21. Nintendo Switch 2 Gaming Console Combo. A summer family trip always requires something to keep the kids settled in the back seat for hours on end, and the exclusive Nintendo Switch 2 combo at Costco is a pretty perfect answer. Priced at $519.99, with no discounts and no purchase limit, it comes with a 256GB high-speed memory card and a 12-month Nintendo Switch Online activation code, saving you $45 compared to buying each item separately elsewhere. The 8-inch OLED screen offers good contrast, perfect for the whole family to enjoy together while connected to the living room TV in the evening. Costco still maintains a 1-console limit per membership card, and their 90-day return policy for defective electronics is quite generous. So if you're planning on buying one, don't hesitate too long. If your feet are a size 9 or 10, the next item might be gone before you finish reading this paragraph. 22. Adidas slides. There's a significant price difference that makes people want to buy 2 or 3 pairs at once. And that's exactly what's happening with Adidas slides at Costco this week. At just $16.99, while the same pair typically costs between $35 and $40 at the official store, it's common for families to buy a pair for everyone. The cloud foam cushioning is incredibly comfortable, allowing for all-day wear without foot fatigue. And the stretchy synthetic leather straps with a fleece lining provide a pleasant, snug fit. There are 2 color options, classic black and dark navy blue, and the unisex design means the whole family can wear them. Popular sizes like men's sizes 9 and 10 are selling out quickly, so if you like them, I think you should grab them on your next visit. 23. Body Glove Men's Comfort Flip-Flops. Not everything on today's list needs to be attention-grabbing, and the Body Glove Comfort Flip-Flops for men are a prime example, maintaining a stable price of $13.99 all summer. The multi-layered EVA foam sole provides good support. The smooth, woven synthetic fabric straps have quick-drying padding, and the deep, laser-cut grooves on the outsole offer better grip when wet. A small but useful detail if you're often walking around the pool or backyard in the early morning dew. These flip-flops are perfect for strolling along the beach, going to public pools, or quickly slipping into the garden without experiencing interdigital pain after hours of wear. Nothing groundbreaking here, just a stable pair of flip-flops worth buying if your old ones have worn soles. My honest advice is that before putting any item into your cart, remember to take the item number from the price tag and check the recent price history, especially for items with an asterisk. This method takes less than a minute but helps you know for sure that you are buying at the right time, rather than buying just because the price looks good on paper. A lot of limited-time deals just appeared at Costco this week, covering all sorts of household essentials, and more than half of them are already over half empty on the shelves after just a few days. I will show you which items you need to buy today before they run out. You rock if you subscribe and like this video. 1. Cascade Platinum Plus Action Packs. There is a habit many families still keep even though it's no longer necessary: pre-rinsing dishes before putting them in the dishwasher. The Cascade Platinum Plus 81 count, original price $22.99, is currently $5 off at $17.99. And the fast-dissolving soft tab formula truly eliminates the need for that step. Natural enzymes break down stuck-on food, plus the grease-fighting power of Dawn prevents hard water deposits and adds shine to glassware. This is the most expensive line among dishwasher tabs but remains the best seller. Every time there's a price drop, deal-hunting groups urge each other to stock up. 2. Liquid Tide HE Original. Doing laundry for the whole family for months on end is a silently accumulating expense that few people notice until they look at the nearly empty detergent bottle. Tide HE Original, the 146 wash bottle, originally priced at $23.99, is now discounted by $4.80 to $19.19. Its new super concentrated formula offers 40% more stain-removing power with less water per drop. The deep cleaning enzymes combined with stain traps prevent stains from clinging back to clothes during the spin cycle, and the convenient pump dispenser prevents spills. One bottle lasts 4 to 6 months, significantly cheaper than buying smaller bottles. 3. Igloo Max Cold Latitude 90 Quart. Preparing ice for a long outdoor vacation is always a difficult puzzle if the cooler doesn't keep cold long enough. The Igloo Max Cold Latitude 90 Quart, originally priced at $89.99, is $20 off at $69.99, holding ice for up to 5 days thanks to thick insulation in both the body and the lid. The flip and toe design features a mechanical assist pull handle and oversized all-terrain wheels for easy pulling on sand or grass, and a quick access hatch allows you to grab drinks without opening the main lid. Holding 137 cans plus ice around the edges, this is the fastest depleting item of this July 4th week. The next item is much more compact, but it's something your nose will thank you for during allergy season. 4. Kleenex Ultra Soft Premium Facial Tissues. Pollen allergy season always means your tissue box runs out faster than usual. And Kleenex Ultra Soft 12-pack, originally $21.99, is now on sale for $4.50 off at $17.49, just when you need it. The 3-ply paper is soft yet durable, tear-resistant even when wet, and completely fragrance-free, making it safe for sensitive noses during this season. The natural pulp fibers are dermatologically tested, making it safe for wiping your face or hands, even for young children. Buying a whole pack of 12 is significantly more economical than buying them individually at your local store. 5. Jack Link's Teriyaki Beef Jerky. A summer cross-state road trip always calls for a light, non-stick snack that won't make you sleepy behind the wheel. And Jack Link's Teriyaki Beef Jerky, originally $13.99, is now $3.50 off at $10.49 for a large 12.25-ounce pack. Made from premium lean beef, naturally smoked, each serving has 11 grams of protein with virtually no fat, MSG, or artificial preservatives. This large pack is a special edition priced at half the cost of a smaller pack sold in supermarkets. Perfect for hiking or snacking on while watching Independence Day fireworks. 6. Cuisinart 10-in-1 XL Digital Air Fryer. Not all heavily discounted items are popular, and the Cuisinart 10-in-1 XL 26-liter air fryer is a prime example. Originally priced at $189.99, it's now discounted by $60 to $129.99 due to slow sales over the past few months. With its all-stainless steel casing and spacious interior, it integrates convection baking, fruit drying, and toasting functions, making it a powerful replacement for many built-in ovens. However, the reason for the clearance sale is also understandable. Its rather bulky size takes up a lot of countertop space, while Americans currently prefer more compact models. If your kitchen isn't big enough for that bulky oven, the next item is much more compact and still powerful enough to roast a whole chicken. 7. Gourmet 8-quart digital air fryer. For a family of 4 to 5, finding the right air fryer capacity is always a consideration. And the Gourmet 8-quart, originally priced at $49.99, is currently discounted by $10 to $39.99 for Independence Day. Its Fry Force 360-degree technology ensures even crisping without oil. 12 preset functions are sufficient for most common dishes, and the clear glass door with halogen interior lighting is a rare feature in this price range. The 8-quart capacity is enough to roast a whole small chicken or make 2 pounds of fries at once. 8. Globe Decorative Flush Mount Ceiling Light. Not every deeply discounted item is worth bringing into your living room, and this globe-style flush mount ceiling light is a clear reminder. Original price $29.99, reduced by $10 to $19.99 because the design is quite niche. The plated metal frame comes with integrated LEDs, saving electricity and eliminating the need for future bulb replacements. But its style is better suited for secondary spaces like the garage, basement hallways, or the laundry room. If you need a cheap, durable light source for those overlooked spots in the house, this is a reasonable choice. Just don't expect it to be a living room centerpiece. 9. DeWalt Repair Shop Fan. Lying under a car for repairs in a hot summer garage without air conditioning is a familiar scene for many mechanics and DIYers. And the DeWalt Shop Fan, original price $44.99, is $10 off at $34.99 to solve exactly that. It runs on both AC power and DeWalt's 20-volt max batteries, so if you already have this battery system for other tools, you don't need to buy anything extra. The rubberized housing is impact-resistant to job site standards, featuring a durable, dust-resistant motor that blows a direct stream of cool air exactly where you are working. The next item also runs on batteries like the fan above, except you will stand on it to move. 10. Adult Electric Scooter. Commuting short distances from the train station to the office is always a challenge for office workers in big cities. And this adult electric scooter, original price $199.99, reduced by $50 to $149.99, sounds quite attractive for that need. It features a lightweight aluminum alloy frame, a lithium battery that travels 15 miles per charge, and 8-inch solid rubber wheels for a smooth ride on sidewalks. But I must speak frankly. The rate of wrist and elbow injuries from falling off electric scooters has increased significantly in recent years. So if your route has many bumps, consider it carefully before buying. 11. Callaway Edge Golf Club Set. A full 10-piece golf club set is usually the investment that makes beginners most hesitant, and this Callaway Edge set is making that problem much easier to solve at $549.99. The set includes a driver, a 3-wood, a 5 hybrid, irons 6 through 9, a pitching wedge, a sand wedge, and even an Odyssey White Hot Pro putter. The putter alone costs about $120 to $150 when bought separately elsewhere. Buying an equivalent set at major sporting goods chains is rarely under $800. This is considered one of the best bargains in the golf section. It sells out as soon as it arrives. 12. Kirkland Signature Golf Gear. Longtime golfers lose more balls than they care to admit, and that's why Kirkland Signature golf balls are always sought after. 24 balls with a 3-layer urethane cover for $34.99. The performance of this line is very close to legendary expensive balls that usually cost up to $55 for a 12-pack. Along with that, a 4-pack of Cabretta leather gloves for $29.99 means only $7.50 per glove, while buying individual real Cabretta leather gloves at a shop usually costs $15 to $20 each. The golfing community talks incessantly about this price point. This is an item I think anyone with a messy garage should know about, and the price is a total steal for near-permanent durability. 13. 77 inches industrial storage rack. A messy garage is often not due to a lack of storage space, but a lack of a shelf system strong enough to consolidate all the heavy items. And this 77-inch industrial steel rack solves that for $179.99. It features ultra-thick box steel frames and reinforced welded wire decks, with a total rack capacity of up to 8,000 pounds. A similar heavy-duty rack at other major home improvement stores usually ranges from $240 to $280 before tax. With near-permanent durability, this is an item worth making room for in your garage for the long term. 14. Henkel's Legacy Tri-Ply Stainless Steel. Cooking on the stove and then sliding the pot straight into the oven sounds simple, but not every cookware set can handle that. And this 12-piece Henkel's Legacy Tri-Ply set can for $209.99. The full-body tri-ply construction, not just at the base, helps heat spread evenly from the bottom to the rims, reducing localized burning, and is induction compatible. To buy an equivalent full-body tri-ply set from other premium brands, you would have to spend at least $400 to $600. It is oven-safe up to 450 degrees Fahrenheit, making it quite versatile for many stews and roasts. 15. Izod Men's Jeans. A pair of branded jeans that can be worn for both work and in the garden for repairs is always a great find. And these Izod straight-fit jeans are selling for $16.99. The fabric is 98% cotton, blended with 2% spandex to create a slight stretch for movement, with a neat straight fit that isn't too tight. The MSRP tag for this same line of jeans at malls usually falls around $45 to $50. They are durable enough to wear for heavy work without fear of damage, making them much more economical than the original retail price elsewhere. There is an item that helps the elderly in the house work at heights much more safely. 16. Costco Modern-Style 3-Step Stool. Climbing to change a light bulb or wipe a ceiling fan is always the chore the elderly in the house dread most. And this 3-step aluminum ladder is designed to be less intimidating, priced at just $29.99. The aluminum frame is lightweight, yet supports up to 300 pounds, with large, non-slip steps and an integrated tool tray right on the top handrail. A similar ladder with a handrail and tool tray at other hardware stores usually cost $45 to $60. This is a small investment for the safety of the whole family. 17. Catalina Crunch Keto-Friendly Cereal, Cinnamon. Low-carb or keto dieting always comes with the struggle of finding a breakfast that is both delicious and doesn't break the diet, and Catalina Crunch Cinnamon Cereal solves that quite neatly. For $11.99 for a large 20-ounce bag, exclusive to Costco. The ingredients are entirely plant-based and sugar-free, with 11 grams of protein and 9 grams of fiber per serving, thanks to monk fruit extract sweetener. For the same brand at a regular supermarket, a much smaller 8-ounce bag already costs $6 to $8. Just note to use exactly one serving at first, as the highly concentrated fiber can easily cause bloating if overeaten. 18. Harry's Flamingo Women's Razor Set. A smooth shave for shorts and bikini season doesn't have to be expensive, and the Harry's Flamingo Razor Set proves it at $19.99 for a handle, 11 replacement blades, and included moisturizing cream. The 5-bladed razor head is coated with natural aloe vera, and the non-slip rubber handle provides a secure grip. Buying them separately, a handle with 2 replacement blades costs around $10, and a box of 4 blades alone is nearly $9. With 11 blades in one set, you'll have plenty to use throughout the summer and fall. There is a detail on the next item that prevents you from worrying about metal fibers getting into your grilled food. Something very few garden tools pay attention to. 19. Barbecue Daddy Grill Brush. A grill covered in burnt-on food after every barbecue is always a dreaded cleanup. And the Barbecue Daddy 4-in-1 brush makes it quicker and easier for $26.99. The stainless steel mesh bristles incorporate temperature-sensitive technology, and it includes a separate scraper for stubborn, burnt-on food. The standard retail price elsewhere is typically around $30, not including tax or shipping. More importantly, the steel bristles don't shed and mix with food like older, cheaper metal brushes, which pose a real risk. 20. Aveeno Sensitive Skin Body Wash. Sensitive skin or eczema always needs a gentle body wash for daily use without fear of irritation. And the Aveeno Sensitive Skin 3-bottle set makes this much more affordable at $14.99. The formula contains soothing oatmeal, is soap-free, dye-free, and suitable for daily use by the whole family. Buying individual bottles of the same size elsewhere would cost $7 to $9 each, easily exceeding $22 for 3 bottles. Here, it works out to only about $5 per bottle, a significant saving for larger families. 21. Duracell Tri-Power 5000 Lumens Lantern. Whether it's a power outage in the middle of a summer storm or camping far from populated areas, a reliable light source is essential, and the Duracell Storm Lamp does a pretty good job at $18.99. It features a 5000 lumen COB LED bulb, an IPX4 waterproof casing, and even a USB charging port for your phone when needed. Similar lamps with the same brightness and reverse charging capabilities elsewhere typically cost $25 to $35, not including the included batteries. Here,